It's all on the table. 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 We ain't gon' walk around it. Oh no. We gon' talk about it. Let's go. We ain't gon' walk around it. Oh no. We ain't gon' talk about it. Let's go. It's all on the table. 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 It's RAWASAS and he gon' bring it like a DoorDash. Every Thursday at noon, it's about to be a blast. We put it all on the table like a smorgasbord. And it don't matter the subject, it can be explored. Yeah, it's really on and he going strong. Don't bring the kids cause we talking grown. Bring your opinion, don't matter if it's right or it's wrong. We preaching the topic, it's on. It's all on the table. 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 We ain't gon' walk around it. Oh no. We gon' talk about it. Let's go. We ain't gon' walk around it. Oh no. We ain't gon' talk about it. Let's go. It's all on the table. 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 It's all on the table.
Boom! I think something's wrong, man. I think she's bipolar. I think she's bipolar. I think she's bipolar. I think she's bipolar. I get a woman brace, then I get the cool shit. I think she's bipolar. I think she's bipolar. I think she's bipolar.
Y'all feel me? First she like me, then she hate me. Got me all confused, wanna dump me, wanna date me. It's a lose-lose, man, this shit just drive me crazy. First I was a baby, and now I'm just lazy. They ain't the name my mama gave me, and neither is pussy. But she just wanna push me, get up in my face, now she wanna push me. I admit with this love thing, I'm somewhat of a rookie. Now I'm treating home like a homeroom, I'm playing hooky. It's hard to be around it in the sea as other flounder. I'm tired of me and her beefing like quarter pounders. One day we buddy, all lovey-dovey. Next day she saying fuck me or don't touch me. It is what it is, regardless of the kids. I will pack all my shit and roll out this bitch. I admit it's kinda tragic, but it's like putting together two negative sides of a magnet. It's no attraction. First she mad, then she sad, then she glad. Then she start tripping, I don't know what she done had. But they ain't type of stuff that make relationships last. Hope it's just a phase, look I hope it just passed. But I ain't getting younger, I'm just getting older. And the love I had before, man, it's just getting colder. And the arguments is constant and they keep getting bolder. I think something's wrong, man, I think she's bipolar. I think she's bipolar. I think she's bipolar. I think she's bipolar. I get a woman braced and I get the cold shoulder. I think she's bipolar. I think she's bipolar. I think she's bipolar. Yeah, man, she be tripping, that's why I'm never sober. Just a few years ago, it was more clearer, yo. Now it's more blurry than steam on the mirror, yo. Used to make me eggs with home fries, now it's cereal. Every time you come through the door, I'm like, here we go. Another argument, we started off cheery, though. And the sex was sweeter than Honey Nut Cheerios. But now the milk's going sour, and I ain't going crowd you, it's better to get from around you. I'ma still take care of the kids, beside the fact that I ain't in the same place they residing at. I'm a man, but it still hurt my pride in that. I ain't there now, cause I love lives collapse. Months back I would've made you my wife, in fact. And I stopped smoking, it's a chance I might relapse. Feeling stressed out, in my sleep I can't relax. Cause there's something missing there that I can't get back. First she mad, then she sad, then she glad. Then she start tripping, I don't know what she done had. But they ain't type of stuff that make relationships last. Hope it's just a phase, look I hope it just passed. But I ain't getting younger, I'm just getting older. And the love I had before, man, it's just getting colder. And the arguments is constant and they keep getting bolder. I think something's wrong, man, I think she's bipolar. I think she's bipolar. I think she's bipolar. I think she's bipolar. I get a woman braced and I get the cold shoulder. I think she's bipolar. I think she's bipolar. I think she's bipolar, and man, she be tripping, that's why I'm never sober. Yeah, you did things wrong, shit, I made mistakes too. But who do you point the finger of blame to? Us separating, never aim to. We both said words that were hateful. Instead of sticking it out and being grateful, our feelings got disconnected like the cable. Damn, can't bygones be bygones, things got confused. Shit, I think you got my plight wrong. I was trying to make the bands just like Dylon. I ain't no cheater girl like Adrian Byline. Cause on the real, I stay focused like Nikons. Instead of going to war like Iran. We can make love every nighttime, but things got difficult. Arguments and fights became typical. So sipping on my Henny was my ritual. Cause your attitude start being habitual. First she mad, then she sad, then she glad. Then she start tripping, I don't know what she done had. But they ain't type of stuff that make relationships last. Hope it's just a phase, look, I hope it just passed. But I ain't getting younger, I'm just getting older. And the love I had before, man, it's just getting colder. And the arguments is constant and they keep getting bolder. I think something's wrong, man, I think she's bipolar. I think she's bipolar. I think she's bipolar. I think she's bipolar. I get a woman braced and I get the cold shoulder. I think she's bipolar. I think she's bipolar. I think she's bipolar. And man, she be tripping, that's why I'm never sober.
And I'm the motherfucking king, no promethazine, but that red beam make them lean. Leave a ugly scene, slump the whole team. Get the cream, got 100 fiends tweaking for them beans. Hoes freaking trying to get a ring. Pull up on the scene, blades chopping like a guillotine. All them birds fly, aura bigger than a Philistine. Running with a pillar of killers. I'm on a mission for that Skrilla, cause ain't nobody driller. In the lack bent like a elbow, no Elmos. In them shell toes, looking like I used to sail blow. Ducking 12 so we can sail low and bail slow. I'm the postman, I'm tryna be where the mail go. I can tell they ain't ready, niggas hating, they petty. Pulling links to get the fetty, need it greener than Getty. Bass bumping out the Chevy, bopper shaking that jelly. She want that dick up in the belly, take her straight to the telly. Okay. So what the fuck is up? Sprinkle powder on the track so you know I'm dope as fuck. Niggas say got some anna when I see him, then it's up. Dripping wood grain, Hennessy off in my cup. Throwing bands on the floor, got them boppers getting loose. On that goose and orange juice, R.I.P. to DJ Screw. Smoking on exotic while she taught me in the coupe. 24/8 is how I grind, nigga, fuck what you do. When they talking streaming numbers, swear to God they be lying. Lil' mama want the dick, I told her hop in the line. Let her do me in the Benz, only if she a dime. About to take over this biz, just a matter of time. These niggas hoes and they know it. These haters try to jock a nigga shit cause I'm a certified poet. Kick it with a trio niggas, so you best not trip. Ride dirty down the strip, R.I.P. to the pimp. Hoe ass niggas.
They say money ain't everything. Where I come from, everything costs money. It's Mr. Always Fresh, so the game's over. I'm unleashing heat from my chest like a flamethrower. That money, I got to get this shit by any means. Moonwalking over obstacles like Billie Jean for the cream. But the scheme is to get this shit clean with my team. More money, more problems, man, that's the fucking dream. So cut the check like Wolverine. And if we cool and you need 16, I only charge a beam. And get the interest off the fucking streams. Because I love it when they bobbing their neck and lighten up the green. I need the cash, the Nero, the dollars, the Bitcoin, all of that shit. I need my grip, boy. And if you owe me money, that's just like you walking on ice. So I suggest you pay up and don't slip, boy. And if you try to be slick, boy, I creep up where you get your morning coffee at and make you strip, boy. Moolah, money, chicken, scratch. Wherever I can get the fucking dough, that's where I'm at. For that moolah, money, chicken, scratch. Wherever I can get the fucking dough, that's where I'm at. For the moolah, money, chicken, scratch. Wherever I can get the fucking dough, that's where I'm at. Moolah, money, chicken, scratch. Wherever I can get the fucking dough, that's where I'm at.
You might catch me in Boston, flossing. I be getting lost in the chase. Y'all just lost in the sauce in the race. Mad cause I'm taking first place in your face. Y'all just taking up space. Niggas scared to come off the block. I'm OG, I never come off the clock. OT, crazy with the overtime. Yeah, never lazy when I flow a rhyme. I might seem crazy when I go for mine. Till you press rewind, it'll blow your mind. Yeah, all the sense I be making to make dollars and all the chances I be taking. Yeah, y'all just do the same shit. You got it fucked up, all you do is get lit. I'm here to make them cheer more. Let's get it clear, boy. Fuck you think I'm here for?
Moolah, money, chicken, scratch. Wherever I can get the fucking dough, that's where I'm at. Moolah, money, chicken, scratch. Wherever I can get the fucking dough, that's where I'm at. For the moolah, money, chicken, scratch. Wherever I can get the fucking dough, that's where I'm at. Moolah, money, chicken, scratch. Wherever I can get the fucking dough, that's where I'm at. I'm getting heated again, my knuckles bleeding again from beating up on this track. I'm undefeated again. You get the money, you spend it, and then you need it again. How about they give it away and make sure that we all win? But they ain't never gonna happen. The dangerous job in the world is being a rapper. So I need my scrappers, I need my dollars, I need my currency, and I need it now cause I can count it when they bury me.
Let's go. Got them hating on the flow, get dough. On the low, so don't nobody know. If you getting money, you ain't gotta show. That's how you blow. Yeah, let's go. Got them hating on the flow, get dough. On the low, so don't nobody know. If you getting money, you ain't gotta show. That's how you blow. Yeah.
Moolah, money, chicken, scratch. Wherever I can get the fucking dough, that's where I'm at. Moolah, money, chicken, scratch. Wherever I can get the fucking dough, that's where I'm at. For the moolah, money, chicken, scratch. Wherever I can get the fucking dough, that's where I'm at. Moolah, money, chicken, scratch. Wherever I can get the fucking dough, that's where I'm at.
What's motherfucking poppin'? Y'all already know what it is. Your boy. RAWASAS back in the building. All on the Table podcast coming at you live each and every motherfucking Thursday. Talking my shit as I do so well. We switching it up tonight. We doing something different. So I got somebody tonight that is out here doing her thing. Grinding, promoting, pushing. All types of shit, building. She's just making it happen. For those of y'all don't know, I got the great and powerful AMRON in the building. What's happening?
Thank you for that intro, Raw. I'm doing great. How about yourself?
Oh man, you know, blessed and highly favored, as they say. So first off, I want to say I do feel some kind of way. I just want you to know that. I listened to a couple episodes, and I'm mad I haven't been on your show yet. For those of y'all don't know, she has a great podcast where she talk her shit. By looking at her and hearing her voice, you wouldn't expect her to say certain things that she say, but she do say them. And yes, I feel some type of way because I listened to 2 episodes that I felt like I should have been on, especially your last episode. I feel like I should have been on that one. Yeah.
It's coming, Raw. We will definitely collaborate soon, but thank you for listening.
Most certainly. You know, when you hear dope shit, you got to pay attention to it. That's just how it goes. So tell us a little bit about yourself, Ms. AMRON.
I am from North Carolina. I'm a mama. I'm a podcaster. I'm a positive person. And what I mean by that is I really just strive for really just being positive in life. I'm not really about any type of negative vibes. and I'm just me. Oh, I'm an author. Um, I do a lot of stuff. I do a lot of stuff.
I'm just trying to figure out how you juggle all of that shit.
Me too. Me too, but I've learned that if you really want things, you will find time for it.
This is
It's
true.
it's not just about talking about it, especially when it comes to like goals. You really actually have to, make moves and not just talk about shit.
Now that makes sense. Speaking of making moves, Opulence Radio.
Yes. Yes, yes,
Tell us
yes.
tell us a little bit about that.
Opulence Radio is honestly, it's wild how it's actually real. Um, it really just came up as a thought that has blossomed into so much. So beginning of 2020, like everybody else, world just got ripped from everyone. Um, I was going through more of like a personal awakening. I don't know how to describe it. Everything in my life, I don't like where I'm at. I don't like where it's going. Everything around me just didn't feel right. I invested in a meditation coach, um, which was really a mix between, yeah, I know, right, Raw? I invested in a meditation coach, and she really just sat down and she was like, hey, think about this for real. What do you want to do? Fuck what's a real job. Like, don't think about what a real job is. Think about what makes you happy. And it's like, well, I like listening to podcasts. Um, I like smoking weed and I like paying my bills. So
Okay.
you we were like, well, how are we gonna make money off this? Like I can do A and B, but how you make money? And somehow a whole network just came out from that. I'm able
Wow.
to I know, right? I'm able to pursue my passion, which is definitely I am the biggest podcast cheerleader you will ever meet, especially with more women and people of color podcasts, especially in this field. It's a great, great big industry, and I believe we only touching on a slither. And I believe soon as we really start to make our lane, ain't no telling what really we can do with this.
Big facts. Big facts. So what do you feature on Opulence Radio?
Everything. So it's a little mix of everything. The thought really behind Opulence Radio is to have a perfect podcast playlist, like something you don't have to turn off
Oh
all day.
shit.
Yeah, all day it's going to be the dopest shit that kind of runs together. So even though we're listening to this podcast from this person from this part of the country with this whole mindset, we can still smooth into something else to where it still flows. Some days it's the same topic. Some days it's either featuring a region. We got some boys from Baltimore in that area, definitely the Seaplane Do show, and I can play sports. I'm so sorry. I couldn't think of the name of the song. I can't for a second. Um, Definitely got some guys out there that are doing some amazing things, but it's cool. I love this journey that I'm on. I'm glad that I can make dope content, enjoy dope content, and bring dope content to everybody in the world, pretty much. Shit, we everywhere.
Yeah. No, real shit. Where did the love for podcasting come from? Because I know it's
Um,
different for every person. Like for me, it was just a matter of talking shit. I just like talking shit with people. So I used to listen to podcasts when it was pretty much just interviews. So a lot of
mm,
people, to them, podcasting is new, but I've been listening to podcasts since like the early 2010s when they was just on like SoundCloud and shit like that. Um, but it was big, you know what I mean? Shout out to Text Tone. That's one of the biggest podcasts that was out at that time. He had this shit popping, crazy interviews and everything. But then it blew up and everybody jumped into it and everybody wanted to do it. Or I don't think there's nobody on the planet right now that don't listen to at least one podcast.
yeah, or at least not a clip of a podcast. You got
Yeah,
something you're liking.
yeah, pretty much. So what got you into wanting to be a podcaster and wanting to promote so many dope podcasters?
Before podcasting, it was really my love for radio and voices. Um, I turned something that was when I used to get picked on, my voice, and I made it into something positive. And
Okay.
because of it, it always made I pay attention to voices way more. I'm way more of an audio person. Um, it's very interesting. I don't really sound like I'm from where I'm from. I've always I don't know. Okay, I have a racially
The
ambiguous
innocence in the laugh for me, but keep going.
I have a racially ambiguous voice, and because of that, it led me to a lot of different opportunities. Always growing up, I was always, someone, pass the mic to her. We need somebody to speak and say something, pass the mic to her. So my passion for being in front of others and basically speaking my opinion, I've always had more of an opportunity to do that from the way I speak. Um, and then from radio, moving on to the first podcast I fell in love with would have to be Horrible Decisions. And what I really like is women having a voice to where we can say any fucking thing we want and be as nasty as we want. And then we cheering for this. It was like, ooh, where we doing that at? Um, and personally, just because the innocence, like you say, certain times in my life, I haven't always been as upfront and open and vocal as I would like to be. Um, and hopefully I can help other women be like, fuck that. We can say what we want when we want and be whoever the fuck we want. But podcasting creates a voice. Podcast creates a story where everyone has one. And what I love is even the weirdest, brokest, fucking everybody who came out of nothing got a story to tell. And I love how
Facts.
podcasting gives everyone a platform to do that. And we can all learn from each other in some form or fashion.
I've heard some of the weirdest, some of the dopest, some of the strangest, some of the best podcasts. Like I listen to a lot. I'm almost becoming to a point where I'm listening to more podcasts than I'm actually listening to music now, which is
Mm-hmm.
weird for me because I am a heavily music influenced person. So when I'm literally taking a long drive and I'm putting on podcast after podcast, like it's it has taken over my life. I have run a podcast and I listen to so many podcasts throughout the week. It's crazy. It's ridiculous how many podcasts I actually listen to. And people be like, oh shit, you really heard it? Yeah, I listen to your shit, motherfucker. Like it is what it is. You know what I
But
mean?
it's a language thing too, what I like. Especially if you can find somebody that can say some dope shit or put some stuff together that's like, wow, I never even thought about putting words together and making that point, but shit, that makes sense. It's
Facts.
almost kind of like I guess like music and rapping sometimes. Like sometimes you can put some shit together that like, damn, I would have never even thought about that. That just blew my mind.
I heard somebody years ago say that podcasters are the new mixtapes.
Hmm. I
So
agree.
how everybody was putting out mixtapes, everybody has a podcast. Now the flip side of that, that same person said that everybody should not have a podcast because everybody's opinion is not valid. I did not agree with that at all.
I don't either. I believe everyone does have opinion, even when it's not valid. Because I'm not gonna lie, I am I'm a secret troll. Um, Even those podcasts that I swear I hate and I can't stand for them to make that opinion, I still come back for more. I'm still tuning in. I'm still
Glutton for
screaming.
pain, if you will.
Hmm. So even the opinions that you don't agree with, sometimes it's good to hear, to sometimes even mentally confirm, like, I don't believe in that shit.
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie, it's been times I've listened to shit and I'm like, wait a minute, hold up. Did they really just say that? Like, oh shit, that's fucking dope. Damn, I didn't think about that. Holy shit. What the fuck is going on here? Like, I did that plenty of times listening to podcasts. Some podcasts that I didn't expect to listen to, which blew my mind even more. So let's get into your podcast. What is your podcast about?
According to this black girl, we pretty much it's a conversation between two best friends. Just imagine yourself being able to listen in on like a phone call we pretty much have with each other every other day. Melissa and I have known each other over 20 years.
Mm,
We've been friends since like I've been 10.
wow.
So We know each other well, and sometimes that's a good thing. Because it's like, bitch, I know what you're gonna say before you're gonna say it. But
Mm-hmm.
that's what makes sometimes the conversations fun. Um, but I love it. You can come in, you can learn something, you can laugh, you can have a good time, you can learn some shit not to do, listen to us and don't do it. Um, let us try it for you.
Y'all
But
definitely give off some sophisticated ratchetness.
really, I will take that. I will take us being sophisticated ratchet. I'll own it.
Yeah. Yeah. When I certain some things I hear y'all saying, I'm like, hold up, I did not expect them to say that. Is that Amron? Really?
Yeah, but you know what I like about it? I'm able to truly be myself. And I think a lot of people have perception about me. And if you listen to our show, you get to really learn that I'm just a regular girl like everybody else.
Everybody has a perception of somebody. It's crazy because people look at my podcast or listen to my podcast and they be like, oh, he's got to be this type of guy. And then they meet me in real life and be like, hold up, you really are that fucking guy. This is not an act. What the fuck is going on here? Like, it's crazy. A lot of people believe that when you get in front of this mic, you put on a persona, not realizing this is actually the person you are. Every podcast is based off the type of person that that person is. That the name of that podcast, like I'm the type of person I could talk about almost anything. So all on the table fits.
Hmm.
You see what I'm saying? You speaking from that Black experience of this is how I look at it. This is how I see it, according to this Black girl.
Hmm. Let it be, like it or not, this is how it is to me. And that's what we like to put on, especially this is how it is to us. You don't have to agree with it. But come on, listen, pull up a chair, have a good time.
Facts. I think what throws everybody off is the fact that you do have that voice, and then
Eh,
you saying the things that you saying. It's like, hold up, is that those words coming from this person? What is going on here?
I Me and my sister were just talking about this. I am a nigga. Like, I don't get this. I,
A nigga, huh?
I'm, hey, it's all I know. It's all I know to be. So I don't know. I don't know what this voice gives off, but I'm simply me.
Your voice gives off this secret innocence. So
Mm.
you assume like, all right, this is an innocent person. She's not gonna say no crazy shit like that. Then you hear it and it's like, wait, hold up, wait a minute. Is somebody projecting a voice or something? What's going on here? Like,
But that's wild because I don't think I say anything too like out of pocket, really. Um,
it's not about it being out of pocket. It's just what you expect. Like, okay, for me, like people see my podcast. I had somebody, I invited two people on my show, and each one of them, not knowing that each one of them even said it, they both asked me if I was going to be like Kevin Samuels. And I'm like, do I really give off that type of energy that I
not at all.
sound like Kevin Samuels? Like, what the hell? I know I say some shit, but I didn't think I was that serious with it. You know what I mean? But that was the perception that they had based off like maybe one or two episodes that they happened to have caught of my show.
Absolutely. Yeah,
Say again?
I definitely would not have come on if I felt that you gave off any type of Kevin Samuels vibe. But
Why? What's wrong with I thought Kevin Samuels was dope myself.
okay. It's the way you can say things, and I felt like sometimes his shock value when he was hurtful to people, like he realized sometimes being mean got him more views. So it's like if I'm mean and kind of nasty with it, it's kind of like the message was missed by the approach.
I don't think so. I think me personally, I felt like a lot of women tried to troll him and they forced him to act that way. Like
We
if like okay, if I know you talk a certain way and I call into your show and I know and you're trying okay, I'll have people on my show and I know how they are in real life. So when they say certain things at a certain point, it's like, all right, now I'm gonna force you to stop tap dancing. I'm gonna
Okay.
force you to actually say what needs to be said. You know what I mean? And I think a lot of people went on his show and in their minds, oh well, I'm better than them other bitches, so you ain't gonna act like that with me. And he eventually had to show him, like, listen, you just like everybody else. You ain't that motherfucking different. And I've watched people push him and push him and push him until he actually said some shit and exploded. Knowing his persona, he's eventually going to do that. I think that's what the problem was for me. A lot of the shit that he said was real. Got to give him that. It was real. But some people don't want to hear the harsh truth. They want you to dumb it down. And he wasn't about dumbing it down.
I can't. I can't.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I hear more women talk like Kevin Samuels than men that talk like Kevin Samuels. Say again.
That frightens me. That absolutely frightens me.
Why is that? You just said that women should be able to speak how they want, act how they want. Did you not say these things?
And right. And like I stated, even if you have an opinion that I do not agree with, your opinion still has an opportunity to be out there. But I ain't gotta agree with it. No, that was a mess. A lot of times I just felt like he was perpetuating a bad narrative of Black men not really fucking with Black women, or you had to meet certain standards to do certain things on both sides. But I heavily agreed with him saying people shouldn't be dating if they broke. That's men and women. Like, get yourself together first.
I don't think just because you broke, you shouldn't deserve some loving.
I think you should focus on yourself first. If it hurts you to get me a $5 biggie bag, you need to work on yourself first.
Why you can't get your own $5 biggie bag?
If we're on a date,
okay, you could treat me to a biggie bag.
If I pay for my own biggie bag, I'm not interested. Like if I actually pull out my debit card, I ain't interested for real.
So you won't take a dude on a date?
In the beginning, no, not during the courting process.
Why?
I just won't.
What's wrong with that?
If I'm not enough for you to swipe your debit, not even for coffee, you can't even afford a coffee date, and I don't even drink coffee.
So how many dates before I can get a biggie bag?
Fuck, I don't even know. At least 2.
All right, that's understandable.
At least 2. But if
I thought you was gonna say like some egregious shit like 10, 15. I was about to say, oh, come on now.
I just feel I need some type of effort to be like, yeah, you want to be here? Do you want to be here? Am I worth the biggie bag?
I mean, it's only a biggie bag, so I can understand it. And the way you're talking, I'm sure that if he took you to get a biggie bag, you're gonna stop talking to him anyway. So that's kind of not fair.
You are very right. But actually it depends on the context as well. I'm not that bougie, bro.
Yeah, but if you're gonna cut a nigga off for a biggie bag, like, come on, who doesn't like Wendy's? What the fuck?
I mean, I'm not saying I would cut him off.
Burgers are fucking delicious.
You know, like, was we just going by this place? I said I was hungry and you got me a biggie bag, or is it like we planned to go? Those are two different things.
So if it was like, all right, what you doing Saturday? Oh, nothing. All right, I'm gonna come scoop you. We're gonna go get something to eat. But I got the taste for Wendy's, so we go to Wendy's. That's a problem.
I would have so many questions. Like, do they not have Wendy's where you live? Like, is this a splurge for you? Like,
you've never been chilling and be like, you know what? I just feel like McDonald's today. I don't want nothing crazy. I just got the taste for Wendy's, McDonald's, like
not on a date.
So it gotta be 5-star on a date.
Not even 5-star, but I've never like planned to chill with somebody and be like, we gonna go to Wendy's.
So what about In-N-Out?
I don't know what that is.
It's a burger spot. It's basically a burger spot. It's the weirdest burger spot ever. How about that?
They got burger spot. Is it the Panera Bread of burgers? Like, what are we doing?
No, it's not. It's they got like fucking 6 things on the menu type of burger spot. It's like a Chick-fil-A of burger spots.
Okay.
So they got like 2 or 3 things on the menu, and you pick between those 3 or you get the fuck out.
If it's not date 1, I'd be okay with it.
So you'll go to In-N-Out, but you won't go to Wendy's, because even though Wendy's got better burgers.
But the way you just made it sound like this is like a nicer place.
Oh man, hell no. Hell to the no. It's just another burger spot.
Okay. Fuck it. I'm gonna be honest with you. Even date two, I would deal with it, but not date one. I feel like this
Mm.
is a test. I feel like that would be some weird band test shit. Like you trying to see how long I'm gonna sit here before I walk the fuck out.
Wait,
Like,
what? What?
okay,
How do you get there?
are you serious?
Yes.
Men are weird. I've had like men try to test me on multiple
I
occasions.
mean, I
Men are
am a
weird.
man. What the fuck?
It's I don't know. I don't know what this like. I gotta be able to pat my head and rub my stomach before I get a nigga. I don't know. I've been on
Oh
some weird
shit.
situations where I feel like motherfuckers are testing me to figure out like what type of person I am.
Maybe you just met some weird motherfuckers.
And I agree. I agree. I like weird.
Okay. Okay. So you can't complain if you like the shit.
I mean, I don't really like it, but I attract it. It's something I'm doing. It's something I'm doing.
Goodness. See what I mean by I don't expect you to say certain shit, and then you say it. Like you be throwing me off. It's like, all right, what just happened here?
I don't know. I don't know. I'm working on it. Dating's hard, raw. It's hard out
No,
here.
don't work on it. Don't work on it. So you're another one of those that believe that there's piss in the dating pool then.
Yes. Yes, yes, yes. I try to be optimistic about it, but it's just not working for me.
Mm.
I can
So
manifest a whole business, but not a man.
I did a episode recently about uh dating and dating apps, et cetera, et cetera. Do you think it's easier for men to approach you on dating apps or in the street?
Me personally, I would rather be approached in person than on dating apps. I feel like dating apps have gotten weird where I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't know how to talk to men no more. I don't know what y'all want me to say.
What? Wait, what do
I
you
don't know
mean
how to
by
talk to
that?
y'all anymore. I don't know. If I don't, it gets weird. It's like if you don't respond back in 0.2 seconds, like you about to get playing games and bullshitting. I'm like, oh, I'm sorry.
It I find it weird that females are upset that dudes want them to text back fast, but at the same time, they don't want dudes to text back too fast. So it's like
Yes.
it's a whole tug of war unnecessarily.
Yeah.
Like if a dude texts you back too fast and it's like, oh, he's thirsty, I gotta watch out for him.
I don't think he's thirsty. I just question what you're doing. Like, just because I have a weird schedule, like I work nights. So if you text me real quick at like 5 a.m., why you ain't sleep? Like,
He
what are you
might
doing?
be up getting ready for work. He might be at the gym.
Really? I'm just
He might
curious.
be the type that eat breakfast at 5:30 every morning. He's in his routine.
Yeah, I don't know. I just need to know what you're doing.
Oh
I'm
my
just curious.
goodness. I'm so glad I'm not in the dating scene no more.
It's hard, Raw. I'm gonna be honest with you. I wish I would have just said yes a while ago and just got
Oh
locked
shit.
in.
Wow.
It's
That's
hard
the
out here.
wrong reason to say yes, but okay.
It's horrible. It's horrible.
I don't think it's as bad as everybody making it seem. I think social media is allowing y'all to assume that it's as bad as it may seem, but it's really not.
I am in this. I am in the trenches. Here's what happens. You
The
swipe.
trenches though?
Yes, here's what happens. So you match with somebody, right? You do the fake, hey, how you doing? I like blue. I like pizza. I want to see your face. So then we do the whole like video thing. Then you meet them in person and like they uncle that's 30 years older than them shows up on the date. Like it gets
Hmm?
wild.
Wait, what?
Like catfishing, like they put in pictures that are up there from like 40 years ago.
But you just said y'all FaceTime.
Right, but here's what you do. You only do it in the dark with certain angles where I can't really see your full face.
Oh my
I saw
goodness.
like
Come on.
I saw like this of you. So it's like I saw you, but I don't know who that is.
Come
Yeah.
on. Get
Or
out of
or
here.
this, or this. I'm not against poly. Do what you want to do. If you and your boo want to have a boo and a boo and a boo, do you. But or the couples are out here trying to get people into their relationships. You swipe on a dude and then him and his wife pop up.
What's wrong with that?
That's perfectly fine, but I think you should be like dating in a poly dating swiping situation.
How do
That's
they
like
know? They trying to see if you with it with it.
Right, but then you should have had like the couple picture up front, and then I want to match with that. I match with that dude, not that couple.
Do you shoot your shot
With couples?
in
Yeah,
general? Like if you
I
see a
do.
dude
I
you
do.
like, do you shoot your shot?
I do. I do. I shoot my shot.
Oh wow.
It's awkward.
Okay.
I'm
What
not
makes it awkward?
I'm not very good at flirting. I say stuff like, I like your earpiece.
That's
I don't
flirting?
you
Wait, what?
know like when you find weird things to notice on somebody, like right now I see your earpiece. That's nice. That's nice. Like that's my form of flirting. It's terrible. So many reasons why I'm single.
Wow.
Um
I guess I'm not as bad as I thought then. Like I'm not a flirter at all. I never like my whole life I never saw the point of it. I guess, but I don't think I would have ever been like, hey, I like that earring. Oh my goodness. Like
and then I'd be like, oh my God, you noticed my earring? I would like that. I would think I would
I feel
like that.
like as a dude, I feel like you gonna look at me like, oh, you disgusting fucking pig. Like, how dare you look at my earrings? What is wrong with you?
No, I'm gonna be honest with you. I give especially in person, I'm never like mean. I'll talk to you. I think that's why I accidentally give extra people my number because I'm too nice.
Oh shit.
Um but it's just a situation where, if you approach me in person, I'm going to speak to you. I mean, everyone deserves like a hey, how you doing? So
I don't know if I can agree with that part, but I'm with you. You know, I don't think everybody deserves one, but I'm with you. If that's what you feel is necessary, I'm not gonna tell you not to do so. Have fun, I guess.
it don't work.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I hear so many women say I would never shoot my shot with a dude, but from listening to your show, you speak on being, um, I guess, a woman of the new age, if you will. So you see things how they are now. You're not looking at super traditional traditions and all of that. You know what I mean? Like you believe that if a chick want to walk outside naked, she should be able to do so, and no man should ever be able to question that. Why do you believe that no man should be able to question what his wife is wearing when she walk out the door?
Because I'm an adult. I'm an adult and I don't have a dress code in my home.
Yeah, but you talking about outside
Is there a dress code outside?
to a degree, yeah.
I mean, as an adult, why should I have to go to my husband to get my outfit approved?
So if you and your husband fixing to go out and he say, "Yeah, I ain't feeling you walking outside in that," what you gonna do?
Oh, that sucks. Because if this is my husband, there's a difference between my husband and like that random dude.
Oh
Um,
shit!
I would ask my husband, why does my outfit offend him? Like, we really need to discuss this.
I don't think it will be an offensive thing.
But why does that bother you? Because my thing is, like, the most I'm gonna do is have my titties out. When you met me, I had my titties out. So
Hmm.
when do I gotta put my titties up? Because they ain't going up.
So basically, you just walk around every day, all day with your titties out, is what you say.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I mean, if I'm just saying, like, if I'm the most I will do is wear something with my titties out, like a little cleavage, you know.
Okay.
So if you met me when I was wearing this cleavage, when do I have to turn the cleavage off?
I don't think it's about turning it off. I think it's about turning down the volume. Like everybody gets older. Like everybody when they're young, they riding around with the system blasting. And as you get older, the music gets lower and lower and lower. I
I
mean,
think that's the opposite of me. As I get older, I think this the more things come off.
wait,
Growing up,
what?
like
Wait,
as I get older, the more things come off.
I've
Um,
never heard that before. Okay.
I grew up, I don't want to say like repressed, but like certain things you weren't supposed to wear. Like ladies don't wear this, ladies don't do that. And as a woman of who I am today, I define who I am as a lady. So therefore, I can wear the fuck I want. If my titties out, my ass out, you better be lucky these lips between these legs ain't slipping out.
Oh, wow.
So it is what it is.
Again, one of those things that you don't expect this voice to be saying.
But I'm just saying, like, This is who I am now, and who I am now is who I'm always going to be. So I would really question where we took place and when I got to start changing.
Okay. So basically, when he hollered at you, the titties was damn near hanging out your shirt. So you shouldn't be upset that they still damn near hanging out my shirt. Mind your fucking business. Let's go to In and Out and shut the fuck up.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. So
The
there's
most
no
I'm gonna
time and place or none of that.
the most I'm gonna do is put a sweater on, but these titties still gonna be out
Hashtag free the puppies all day, every day, huh?
every day.
Roger the fuck that. I mean, I can't be mad at you, but at the same time, it's one of those situations like because I think as men, we know what men look at. We know what men hound over. You know what I mean? So now it's one of those situations where we gotta protect you a little bit harder when we go out.
Ooh,
And y'all may not look at it that way.
that word is very interesting. So protect me. So what are you protecting me from?
So I didn't see numerous occasions where dudes are out with a chick and you got some dude that feel like, oh, I'm tougher than this guy. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
now he's gonna push the barrier. He's gonna try to crack on you or say something about your titties. Or I've even seen instances where dudes will smack a chick ass just while they what they do. You know what I
I've been
mean?
in that situation.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that's very embarrassing. Cause now it's like looking at your dude, like you ain't gonna do nothing. If you ain't
Exactly.
gonna do nothing.
Exactly. So now this dude is in this situation where it's like I could have alleviated this situation for one. For two, if I don't do nothing now, I'm probably not gonna get no buns tonight. Or I might do something, get my ass whooped, and never get no buns ever again.
I mean, you would definitely get sympathy buns if you got beat up.
No, I've asked a few females and they was like, yo, if I watch my dude get beat up, I could never fuck him again. And I'm just like, wow, like, so you was the reason he got his ass whooped, and then you gonna leave him because he got his ass whooped. That's a little fucked up right there.
I agree. That is a little fucked up. I wouldn't leave him for getting beat up because, I mean, you win some, you lose some.
I mean, he took that ass whooping for you. Like you are the reason that he got his ass whooped today. So is it really fair that you be like, you know what? Use a bitch ass nigga. I'm out.
I would think it, and I would like put it in my family group text, but I
Wow.
wouldn't say it to him.
Wow.
Like,
And
I
now at
would,
that point, he could never try to be a tough guy ever again. Like, nigga, I watched you get
no,
your ass whooped. Lower your motherfucking optics, my nigga.
right. Don't let me call Craig.
See?
Yeah, yeah.
See, and that right there is one of the main reasons why dudes will try to limit what you wearing outside. Cause it's like you put them, and I know y'all not thinking about it. Y'all on the tip, like, listen, I look good. I'm showing the fuck off. But as men, we're thinking like, damn, how many situations could I possibly get into by walking out the door and your whole nipples is poking out?
But here's the thing, though. Y'all are extra. Men will holler at you with a trash bag on. It don't matter
Yeah,
what you got on and you could come out looking like a nun from the neck down, nothing. The whole, I don't know what you call them things, but y'all know what I'm saying. That whole thing on.
I don't know
So,
what the thing is, but all right.
you know the thing where you covered.
The
I know
dress?
the job is the top. I don't know what you call the dress part.
I just thought it was called a dress, but all right.
Okay. Anywho,
Excuse my ignorance, I guess.
but you can be covered like nothing, not even like wrist showing. And some man is going to, hey, baby girl, you is rocking my world right now. So you really can't run from that. And if your woman is attractive, men are going to look. I hate to say it's what's going to
No,
happen.
trust and believe. No man on this planet wants a chick that no dude is ever gonna look at. Like that's real shit. Every real shit. If ain't no dude is out here saying I'm gonna go grab the ugliest chick I can find because nobody's gonna look at her. Nobody's gonna do that. And of course, when you go out, you want to show off your chick. Like it is what it is. But it's
So
another thing.
shown off, but covered to the point to where I want you to feel appropriate. but not where other dudes are looking at you and saying something.
Dudes is gonna look regardless, but not. It's like you showing off to the point where a motherfucker gonna look, but they not gonna think to come touch. You know what I mean? Sometimes you got to remember certain females wear certain shit because they want the extra attention as well. They don't just want the attention from they dudes. So while they out, they want all the extra attention in the room as well. You know, y'all, for one, y'all want more attention from all the rest of the women in the fucking room any fucking way. So let's just alleviate that part. Secondly,
Okay.
comes, am I lying?
Not all women, but I'll let that slide. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Hold on. No, you. One thing you said on your show, which I said before, and people looked at, a lot of females looked at me crazy. You specifically said you would rather 3 females tell you look good than one dude try to holler at you, and
Yes.
that's what most women do. Most women look for that. Most
Facts.
women strive off of that. Now, when I said that, everybody was like, "Oh, and I ain't worrying about no other bitches." Yes, you
Yes,
is,
you
motherfucker.
do.
I ain't saying you try and fuck other bitches, but you still want every other bitch in the room to be like, "Damn."
You want to be, yeah, right. When you walk in the room, there's either going to be a Beyonce and a Mary, like, the frumpy bitch or the baddest bitch in the room. You got to fall in line somewhere. But when other bitches co-sign that you bad, I would rather that than any dude. Because y'all don't care. You don't know what I'm wearing. You barely even know if I'm matching. So, like, you don't
I
know I
mean,
took
we
forever to,
know.
eh, y'all don't know it took me like forever to get these like baby hair going. You don't know
No,
what I
no,
did
no. See,
to
that's
get this
different.
look.
We don't care about that. That's different.
It's the
Your
whole
your
the
your
whole thing.
baby hair is good. You could have a baby fro in the front of your face. That shit wouldn't make a fucking difference.
But it's the whole time. It's the presence. Women respect that. Like, ooh, I see you, girl. And I would rather that. Fuck y'all. Give me the bitches.
See, the shit I be
Respectfully.
talking about. The shit I be talking about. But like I said, I think it's the whole principle of why what can we alleviate when we go out today? Because I just want to have a good night, have
I
some
don't
fun,
know.
come home, bust your ass, we go to sleep. Versus we go out and now I gotta be like, all right, I gotta watch these niggas over here. This nigga staring a little hard. He might try some shit. You know what I mean? So now instead of us enjoying ourselves, we on high alert.
Or
And then
you're
y'all do yes, and then y'all do shit like which I never agree with. I've never been the person. I don't believe that couples should be inside of clubs and bars and shit like that together. Like not necessarily bars, but like going out to where there's super dancing events and shit like that. Especially if as you a dude, you not the type to dance. Your chick gonna want to dance at some point.
right.
So now you gotta be okay with other dudes grinding on your chick, or you gotta hope your chick don't let dudes grind on them. And now you gotta hope that you ain't gotta punch somebody in their face for her saying no. You get what I'm saying? Because y'all
Okay.
not gonna dance on the tip like y'all at home. Fuck no, y'all going no, I'm sorry. Y'all gonna dance like y'all at home and nobody's fucking watching with the extra twerks and the filling and all of that shit. Like y'all gonna go crazy. So now you sitting back and you like, all right, I gotta actually watch
Okay.
her now.
So,
Like, you know what I'm talking about.
you got to watch and enjoy the show. You're right.
While everybody else is enjoying the show, and you gotta hope that you ain't gotta punch somebody in the face for going overboard.
But I think that's something you kind of just like, with the person. Like, you, like I said, even if you have a real, like, bad female, like, if your woman is just gorgeous, it doesn't matter what she has on, you're going to have to, you might have to fight for your love. It is what it is, Raw. And
Yeah,
I like it. That's
and then
exciting.
I get my ass whooped, and now you forever calling me a bitch under your breath.
Oh, not to you, just to my mama.
Now, what the fuck your mom need to know I'm a bitch for? That's some bull. That's even worse. That's even worse. Now I can't even come to Sunday dinner without her looking like, oh, this little bitch ass nigga.
Mhm.
You, now she like, what the fuck you mean you want seconds, nigga? You better be lucky you ate. Shut the
And
fuck
she'll
up.
do it for
Like,
your strength. She'll do it for your
say again.
strength. She'll do it for your strength.
No,
Help
she
build
won't.
you up.
No, she won't. Yo, first of all, your mama gonna push you more than anybody else. So as soon as you walk in the door, she gonna be like, "Hey, you bitch ass nigga, give me a hug." Like Some bullshit.
Out of love. Out of love.
Nah.
I think it's the same thing. Like women aren't gonna fight for it, but you still see like other women looking at your man. Like if you know he came out looking good tonight, or when y'all put on y'all hoe outfits. Y'all have hoe outfits too.
You keep saying y'all.
You don't have any hoochie daddy shorts?
I will slap the shit out of any of my homies if I see him in hoochie daddy shorts. And that's on everything I love. I'm smacking fire out of them off the rip, and we never being cool ever again.
Do
It's
you
the
own
principle behind it.
you own gray sweatpants?
Yeah.
Those are hoe pants.
No, they not.
Those are hoe pants.
No, they not.
Those are hoe pants.
They just sweatpants.
My man can't wait. He can't wear gray sweatpants around the crew. You can't do that.
Why?
Because my number one, my friends, I know my friends, they're gonna be looking for a print. That's gonna be weird. I don't want to have a conversation with my man Dick with my friends. Two. Two, that is signature whore outfit now. If you leave the house with gray sweatpants, where you going?
So he can't walk out in gray sweats, but you could walk out with your titties out.
I'm just saying.
No, ain't no. I'm just saying. Ain't no
Here's
backing down.
I'm not backpedaling. I always had my titties out. You didn't have these pants on yesterday. Who you going to be a hoe for? That's like if I was a nun every other day you met me, and now all of a sudden I have my titties out. Why you got your hoe out?
Time out. He got one pair of gray sweatpants in his fucking arsenal, and
You're
now
horny.
he got to throw them shits away.
You're
But
horny.
all your free puppy shirts, you could wear them shits every day.
I always wore them.
And he always wore them sweats. They was washed the day you met him.
It depends. I believe that's a hoe outfit. I don't trust
Wow.
the
So what if it's green sweats?
It depends. How tight are they?
First of all, no grown ass man should be wearing tight sweats.
They're not tight, but you know the fitting. It's a certain fit.
No.
That's like you got your hoe pants on.
No, we're not doing that. No grown ass man
You
should
say
be
it,
wearing no fitted sweats.
we see it.
It's one thing to be wearing. See, like, all right, like for me, I can't get into the skinnies, but I don't wear like baggy shit. I wear shit that's catered that way I'm supposed to wear it. I know I wear a 38. I'm gonna buy a 38. I'm not about to buy a 34 or a 36 because I can't wear them shits. You know what I mean? Like, that's not the size I wear. As a grown man, you shouldn't be doing that. Certain jeans, I know that if I want to buy these jeans, I can't buy a 38. I gotta buy a 40. This is what you do as a grown man.
Ron, I hear you, but y'all had a meeting where y'all decided on what fit these whole pants were gonna be, and y'all decided when you
No,
put them on.
I wasn't in that meeting. First of all, if they would have invited me to that meeting, I would have burned the building down before they had that motherfucker because I'm tired of seeing them shits my damn self.
I like them. I like y'all whole clothes.
No, it's disrespectful. Like, why is you as a grown ass man? No grown man should be having yeast infections. It's just that simple. Like, niggas got to stop this shit. The skinny sweats, the skinny jeans, the skinny shorts. I seen a nigga in the skinny sweat shorts. It was like, what the fuck is going on here?
Eyes out. Oh, I would have a field day with that. I love it.
No. This shit is just wrong.
Eyes out this summer.
No, this shit is just wrong, and y'all need to stop this shit. Like, I will be the first one to say it. Y'all need to stop this shit. It is not right. It does not look. I don't care what AMRON is saying. That shit don't look right. Y'all need to stop this shit. And hoochie daddy shorts is even worse. Like, nigga, why your balls hanging out your shorts? Like, that's a problem, son.
I'm looking. I'm like a perv for real, and no, it's like, ooh.
Wow. Wow. So you can admit to being a perv is what you telling me.
Oh yeah, I can admit to being a perv. I can admit, especially if the print's out, it's so uncomfortable. Because I don't know how y'all like not stare at titties. It's awkward.
So I'm gonna be honest with you, right? I'm gonna tell you what pisses me off.
Mm-hmm.
Chicks will go all out they fucking way to make sure the titties hanging out. They jiggle extra. all types of shit, but then don't want nobody to look. I'm like, that's the weirdest shit. How you want attention but don't want attention? That does make no fucking sense.
You can do the standard glance, but don't ogle.
You just said stare. You ain't say ogle. You ain't say standard glance. You said you staring.
I am staring. Okay. But I don't make it like here's the thing. No one feels uncomfortable as they walk by. I'm not doing all that.
Why
But
not? If you like what you see, what's wrong with that?
that's rude because you're not supposed to stare at people, period. But
Why?
I mean, but I'll hold a little glance, but I don't
So
make it.
so if you standing in front of somebody, right,
Mhm.
and y'all having a conversation and you got the titties out, you gonna get mad if he look down?
It depends. It depends. I'm not gonna be mad, but if I'm talking to you the whole time and you just looking at titties, now that's too much. But
You
if I
got him
notice,
out for him to look at him. That's
if I
like putting
notice,
his favorite show on and telling him he can't watch it.
yeah, no, no. If you glance a couple times, I'm okay. I probably wouldn't even notice it. But if it's straight up just your main focus, that's weird.
Yo. So if you sitting in a chair and a dude is standing in front of you talking, you gonna be
Mhm.
looking up the whole time?
I might.
You
I'm
lying like a
thinking,
motherfucker. Lying like a motherfucker.
but I would try to, so then that way, like your crotch shouldn't just be in my face and I'm just talking to your dick. That's weird. Like I would
If
try
you
to,
sitting down and he's
I would
standing
look,
up in front of you,
I would look up to speak to you. Like I would try to give eye contact.
and you would never look down.
I definitely would, but I wouldn't make it like super
So
noticeable.
if he caught you and he said, "Yo, stop looking at my shit,"
I would apologize and I would feel so bad. I would probably send an email and probably cry in the bathroom. It would be so awkward.
send it. Hold up, send an email for what? What the
It
fuck?
depends who it is. Like that would be awkward as fuck. Like, and if someone's like, please stop staring at my penis, I'd be so embarrassed. So
Wow,
embarrassed. If I got caught, I have no idea what I would do.
that is fucking hilarious.
Mhm. I would apologize like probably a
the
million times.
No, see, the apologize is not gonna understand, but what the fuck is you sending an email for? Like you didn't already like why do I need to open the email like, oh, I'm sorry, I looked at your dick? Like, what the fuck?
It's formal. It's like a formal apology. Like your mama never made you write a note.
Fuck no.
Okay, well, when I was little and I had like I did some real serious shit, I'd write a note like I am so sorry. I can't believe I did this. Like sincerely,
Wow.
Amron Burnett. You know,
Crazy part is I wasn't raised to say sorry or apologize for anything. I had to actually learn that as I got older that certain things are worth apologizing for or saying sorry. Like I had to learn that as I got older. When I was younger, nobody told me like, "Oh, when you do some fucked up shit, you should apologize for it." So I didn't know nothing about that shit. So writing a note, yeah, nah, that wasn't an option.
it's the opposite. I don't know if it's being a woman. I over apologize. Like I say sorry before anything. Like, my bad. Sorry, sorry.
No, I'm not apologizing unless if I don't feel I'm wrong, I'm not apologizing. Like that's just how I am. Because I feel like I don't ask people for apologies. I don't ask people for what do you call it? Excuses. So like
Mm.
if I ask somebody a question and they say no, I don't be like, well, why? You said no. Like what the fuck? I don't need to know why. You said no. It is what it is. You know what I mean? So I feel like the same way with apologies. Like if you did something, I'm allowed to feel some type of way, but you don't actually have to be like, oh, I apologize for doing so. It is what it is. Like it's up to me to let it go or hold on to it. So if I look at your titties, I'm not apologizing for it because you put them on display for me to see them, and I fucking looked. First off, I'm a titty man, so you're not gonna tell me that you just cut my favorite TV show on, but I can't watch it. That's some bullshit.
You can glance. You can't do any of
Glance,
that.
I ain't fuck that. I ain't glancing shit. If the show is on for a half hour, I'm probably watching it for 25 minutes. It is what it is.
So when it comes to you liking titties, like men have titties too. So how does that go? Like if you see something
I tell
bouncing, is
y'all, first of all, I tell y'all all the time, little titties scare me.
it
Secondly, I don't like fake titties. I need them organic.
okay.
Third, I don't want your titties on your neck. I like long titties. I don't give a fuck how everybody else feel about it. I
Okay.
like long titties. You know why I like long titties?
Because most long titties used to breastfeed.
No long titties will ever be fake.
Okay, I'll take that. So not about being a
Never.
mom.
No grown ass man is gonna go to the shop and say, "Give me a pair of them long johns right there." Fuck no. They just cut off the only thing that hung down. They cut their balls and they wood off. That's the only thing that hangs. They got rid of that. They don't want nothing to hang. They want their titties way the fuck up here. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
Fourth, if your titties is hanging, you got to be of age. There's no little kids with hanging titties. Even kids that blossom quick, they still don't blossom and just drop. You get what I'm saying?
So you like mature titties.
Exactly.
Okay.
I want to see tiger stripes on them motherfuckers. What do you mean? Grown titties. We don't need no baby titties. We need grown titties. You know what I mean? Iron nipples. Shit like that. You know what I mean? But on that note, we're gonna play some motherfucking music. We'll be right back. We got AMRON, the great and powerful AMRON motherfucking building. All on the table, baby.
This too easy. Cole said it best, unimpressed by certain rappers' attempts. But hey, forgive and forget. My flow for president, it ranks high with all residents. And those simply visiting my residence. I understand if this a bit off guard. Hard to see a visionary avant-garde. Came so far, knees brittle, man, I pray so hard. But puzzle pieces never puzzled my piece. Jigsaw through these streets, bougie bell. Caddy customs lost me so well. Flossing through customs, amazing what I've grown accustomed to. Boss shit, that's what bosses do. You watch, I got stock in Hulu, so keep subscribing, thank you. I'm differently indifferent, caring more when the checks are clear, but the lessons when the cash is near. These learned lessons I did, no headlights. I got drivers from the islands to steer. Cover girl, this mouth should be on covers for real. My pace is going like 60 and the 30 catch up. At least muster up the seeds of being worthy. No hands, my flow is swervy, keep up. I'm in a hurry, it's a nerve and I know, but so what? Done it for the fame, cheers to knowing my name. And as the song suggests, I'm glad you came to witness Van Gogh greatness obtained, sustained, and the wickles cattle flames. My name, come on, come on. We hang glide with no parachute, catch waves as they release, dive deep, slide. Crashing into the next day, short naps, we don't care about sleep. We in the air like high, 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 high. Bottles up, never low, 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 low. Yada D, yada die, yada D, yada da, da, da. And we can meet up in the middle, a middle, a middle. Once again, need I explain these metaphors cut metal doors. I could refrain, but it's deliberate. My cloths cut significant, significantly so. My DNA needs NDA certificates. Yo, let's just stop. This ridiculous. The line alone is Angela Jolie Maleficent. I visit Cloud9 to balance out the Earth's deficit. The difference between I and them is I'm eyeing them. Consistent scholar IB, plus there's no I in them. I'm original STEM, gray USDA. You still don't apply us over the sky. I'm doper, white lie. I'm Ferris wheels high. I'm Nike, dude. Don't try me, dude. I might just slap you out for the hell of it. I'm kinda crude. It's kinda cute. Chi-town bread. Everything else is kinda moot. That's what I say when them haters start talking hella cute. Hip hop, elegance in the making. Lemon pound cake, baking, wrapped in bacon, exquisite taste. You see this face gonna be around for a while. Strap your seats. This flow is going down. Whack lyricists be cramping my style, but I be pro, finna knock out another billboard. Watch the show, here we go. You heard it here first, tab insert. You just experienced one of the baddest on earth, and that's real. We hang glide with no parachute, catch waves as they release, dive deep, slide. Crashing into the next day, short naps, we don't care about sleep. We in the air like high, 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 high. Bottles up, never low, 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 low. Yada D, yada die, yada D, yada da, da, da. And we can meet up in the middle, a middle, a middle.
Look in the mirror like, what do you see? I see a royal man, I see a king. I see a lion, the heart of a beast. Bitch, I'm a beast. Bitch, I'm a dog, I'm a dog. I'm a problem. I'm a problem. I'm a problem. Bitch, I'm a dog, I'm a dog. Chupacabra. Chupacabra, chupacabra, nigga. I do it for me. I do it. All of the dollars. All of the dollars. All of the problems. All of my problems. I do it for real. I do it for Cootie. royal, man, I see a king. I see a lion, the heart of a beast. Bitch, I'm a beast. Bitch, I'm a dog, I'm a dog, I'm a problem. Bitch, I'm a dog, I'm a dog, chupacabra. No more talk ramen is authentic pasta. No more talk ramen is organic pasta. Papa, don't worry, I promise I got them. No hoes ain't a problem, and mama, don't worry about niggas that watching. I got the eye of the tiger, the eye of Osiris. I swear on my niggas, they riding. I got a queen with the eye of a sniper. I got a legacy, I got a minor. I gotta flip it like I ain't decided. I gotta drip it like I am Poseidon. I be the model that follow for dollar and sport. Like Ali Obama, a prince in the bottle, of course. You know what I mean? I'm rubbing my side, she summon the blue right out of my jeans. Need whatever I want, whatever I see, I do it for me. All of the dollars, all of the problems, all of my problems. I do it for me. I do it for Cootie. I'm gonna eat, all my niggas included. Now look in the mirror and what do you see? I see all of me a pair. Baby mama and my head daughter to the left, father of the year. I see bitches by the pool. I see bottles on the pair. All the Belvedere spilling on my shoes. Fuck it, I don't even care. I don't even care. Tell me what the ticket like. Fuck it, I don't even flinch. I don't need to flinch. I don't even flinch. I be on your neck. I be on your head. Big dog with it. I be on the fence. I be on the fence. Shawty in the bed, sloppy head or tail, call it in the air. I don't see me taking nails though. That shit not up in the plan. All the trouble in the skies. I can see it with my eyes closed. No one faking friend from a shaking hand. I can feel it in the vibe though. Probably scheming on the side though. Probably scheming on the side, slide, Wi-Fi, finger slide though. Don't let it get back to me, nigga. Changing your color, my brother. You lacking the melanin and you lacking the energy. I'm pushing the needle. My circle get tight as a thimble. I never forget them. If money's the root that'll turn me to villain, you better remember I do it for me. All of the dollars, all of my dollars, all of the problems, all of my partners, all of my I do it for me. I do it for me. I do it for Cootie. I'm gonna eat. All my niggas included.
All right, people, we back in a motherfucking building, all on the table podcast. Y'all already know, man. I just be talking my shit, man. We sitting here having a hell of a conversation with the great and powerful AMRON. You know what I'm saying? I know by now she trying to figure out why the fuck I keep calling her the great and powerful AMRON. And that's because she reminds me of the Wiz. She got a little bit of something for everybody to get you where you need to go.
I love that.
Yes.
I love that.
Yes. So this episode right here was all about giving flowers to people that I felt like I needed to give flowers to. A lot of people don't like to show people respect. I am not the type of dude that when I feel like somebody deserves their flowers, when I feel like somebody's doing great shit, I feel like I should be the one to say it. I don't mind saying it. You know what I mean? Even if they got a dope podcast, I'm a podcaster and I could say, yo, you dropping some great fucking content. You know what I mean? It's people who podcast I watch every week and they have never watched one episode of mine, and that does not bother me at all. And I still would tell them, yo, this episode was funny. This episode was informative. This episode was this, that, and the third. Like, I don't feel like we shouldn't be able to do that. You know what I mean? What I don't feel like we should be doing is out here rocking fucking hoochie daddy shorts. That I don't feel like we should be doing. That should not be an option, fellas. Y'all need to stop that shit. Y'all need to turn that option button to off. Whoever had that conversation, whoever was at that table during that meeting, y'all should have started cussing everybody out for even suggesting this shit. I'm just saying.
I'm here for it.
Nah, you need to leave. You need to leave. Don't be here for that. Because you ain't here on this show for it. That's for damn sure. Fuck that. You know what I'm saying? But we got another guest in the building. We got motherfucking DC in the building. What's poppin', Slime?
I'm gonna let it slide because she is great and powerful, but at the same time, I felt like I was a little on the undercard of what you were saying. You was like, "Hey, we got this nigga. All right, let's get it on." I understand. I mean, you know, I ain't all powerful, but I get it.
See, that's the thing that you don't understand. You are here for a fucking reason. You know what I'm saying?
Word.
So I met DC. It's weird. I was following DC, didn't even know it on Instagram, and I seen a bunch of his shit. And to be honest with you, I don't know about everybody else, but between what this shit and what is TWS, I kept getting them confused, and I thought it was one fucking show. Y'all just had two different Instagrams. Then I realized y'all actually are two different motherfuckers, and I fuck with you and Flan Heavy, which is crazy. Like, I don't know how that worked out. But since the day I met you, no matter what anybody ever said,
and they said a lot
about right, regardless of what they said about what you do, what you don't do, how you move, how you don't move, one thing you always did was made sure you shouted out AMRON every single time. Like, you refused to take pause. You refused to accept more than 50% of the credit at any given moment. So that made me, probably like a lot of other persons, say, who the fuck is AMRON? You know what I mean? Then we did the March to the Record books, and as we talking, we hear this voice like a innocent God speaking to us, because we couldn't see nobody's faces. She just kept popping in, and she was just saying little shit, and everybody like looking up in the air trying to figure out what the fuck is going on. And then you got upset and said, fuck that. I'm on camera. Y'all need to see my face, because y'all ain't about to be talking about bitches paying for dick. It's not happening. Fuck is you talking about? I'm here now, motherfuckers. Y'all that woke up a sleeping giant.
I still stand by that. That was too many people were co-signing, and something
I feel like y'all could pay for a little sausage every now and then.
I'm good.
I don't see the harm in that.
No. Just no.
It is what it is. But I got both of y'all together because I wanted to talk about a lot of the shit that y'all got going on. First of all, shout outs to both of y'all for putting together the March of the Record books. I'm glad I was able to be a part of that, especially not really knowing either one of y'all like that. Y'all allow so many different dope content creators to be a part of that.
I'm at to stop you on that, brother. See, the idea was brought to me. So
no, I was getting to that. I was getting to that.
I just didn't want people to listen and be like, oh, this nigga DC smart. No, I just have great people around who are way better at what they do than me. I continue to say I'm kind of a face of operation, but I'm not the brains nor the muscle. I guess I can be the muscle, but anywho, what I'm saying is, if you don't mind, I'll tell the story real quick. So we were discussing on how to, market the 4C event. And AMRON called me one night and was just like, hey, what if we break a Guinness record? And I'm like, somebody say something like, you just like, yeah, sure, whatever. Like, I don't know, whatever, break a record. Yeah, whatever. I didn't take her serious. I took her serious, but at the same time, it's like, break a record. You hear that and you like, all right, whatever. So she got it all together. She got off the phone. She called Guinness, got with them. And she called me, was like, it's a go. And I'm like, all right, so, I guess we're going to have to break a record. She's like, no, we're going to get other people to help us break this record. I'm like, see, that's why she get paid the big bucks and I'm just a face. Not the best face, but I'm face. So it was all her. I'm not one to take credit for nobody's anything if I didn't do it or come with it. So it's all praises to her. She had the vision and the wherewithal to be like, hey, there's something more we can do outside the normal realm of trying to one, get people together, and two, promote this event. So it served two purposes. One, bringing people together like it did, which we didn't expect. I know I didn't expect it to go as well as it did, or for people to, take shifts, come back, be in the comments, be so damn engaged that 2 days, people pretty much put in a fucking full shift with us on this journey. So to me, that was fucking amazing. One,
I know I did at least 20 hours, maybe more, my damn self.
And that's the other thing.
We appreciate you so much for that.
I think people was now, because at first it was like, oh, everybody has their own time slot. We gonna stick to the rules, time slot. That went out the window after the first show. People was just like, this is so much fun. Do y'all mind if I stay? And then people just said, fuck it, I'm not leaving. I don't care if you want me to stay or not. I'm here for this. And then it turned into, after midnight, it became like an after dark special, like where everybody was just like it felt like a family reunion that you didn't know you needed at the time. Like it started out just to be, a chase
That
for
shit was like a fucking 2-day sleepover.
It was.
Like that shit was bananas. It was like it was like being around all your cousins for the first time in like 15 years.
Yep.
It
And
was
y'all
definitely
couldn't,
dope.
and y'all was in quarantine, so y'all couldn't leave. So y'all just was like, fuck it, we just gonna cut the fuck up. So Amron,
Yes.
how did you come up with this idea and what made you actually execute it? Like, because not too many people sitting around saying to themselves, you know what, I'm gonna break a Guinness World Record. And motherfuckers do say it, but don't
Follow
do
through.
it. It's another thing. It's very slim chance you'll think it, but to think it and say, you know what, I'm gonna execute this shit. Like, where did that come from?
Um, Honestly, that's the thing that confuses me. Everything I say I'm gonna do, I'm gonna fucking do. So if I actually say it to you, we gotta do it now.
You
And
know what? It's crazy. I literally just said this to somebody the other day. Actually, my little cousin. I told him like the type of person I am. I don't say everything out loud because I feel like if I say it out loud, it has to be done at that point. So
mhm.
I'm with you. I agree. I understand that part.
So honestly, this is just really living my dream from being like 7, looking at that expensive ass book at the book fair that I couldn't afford, being like, I'm gonna be in that book one day. Um, I think honestly, as a podcaster, we need to think of more innovative ways to get behind the mic. You are a person. People need to see you, and we need to think of other ways to be innovative. Combining the two with the March to the Record Book event and basically, marketing for 4C coming up this summer, it kind of clicked. Um, I'm not really sure how it came together, honestly. It was just like, that sounds good. Let's do it. And what I really love about DC is he never tells me no. He never tells me no. When I come to him being like, let's do it. Why not? And I know he's going to ride with me. And I appreciate that 110%, especially being around all these supportive people. But you are right. That weekend we created a community. We created a community
Big
of
facts.
like-minded people who wanted to do something amazing.
Shout out
And
to the podcast family. Y'all know who y'all is. We ain't gotta keep saying y'all names all the goddamn time.
gang gang. Um, and I'm honestly, it's just more and more amazing things keep coming from it. Continuously, we are making dope content. Again, we're gonna do this shit again, take it longer, break the record again, and keep going and making amazing shit. So
How
thank
can you
y'all.
how can you say no to that? Like, how can I say no to if she called me and be like, hey, I want to do this? I'd be like, well, it's all good to me, so let's do it.
Yo,
I can't say
it's
no. Like,
it's
And the
crazy.
funny thing is, that's the genuine reaction. The well,
no, I really every time she called me, be like, I'm thinking about this. Well, hey, why not? Hey.
It's
Um,
crazy because I'm finding myself like motherfuckers hit me up now and it's like, yo, let's do this. And it's like, all right, let me figure out a way to do it. Like,
yeah.
can we do it at this time? Like, can we do this? Like, let's do this. Like, all right, like, so I get what you're saying. When somebody's coming to you, especially when it's actually a good fucking idea, an out of the box idea, it's like, how do you say no to that? You kind of gotta run with it. Like,
and that's the
especially
other, but that's the other thing though. It's in my mind, my imagination is wild. So if I hear something that sounds like ain't nobody else gonna try it, why not me? Why not
That's it.
us? If ain't nobody else gonna do it, shit, I'll do it. If I fail, my thing has always been if I fail, oh well, at least I tried. Because a lot
Mm-hmm.
of people don't jump off the porch, and I say this all the time. Like you said, everybody say they want to do something but don't want to do it. Me, I don't care if I don't succeed, if it don't go well. At least we tried. We made that attempt. We can't say, well, if I would have, if I could have, if I should have, but we did. So it's hard not to. And the crazier idea to me, the better. I feel like the most out of the box ideas are the ones that gotta work because nobody
facts.
else has thought of this shit, or at least thought of it in a way to where it makes sense that you don't even have to
I
try. It's just gonna work somehow.
I started my podcast with the mindset that I'm gonna rock out for 2 years and see what happens. If it don't work in 2 years, I'm done with this shit. Crazy part is I got to fucking month 17 and everything just started like bubbling, which was fucking weird because I really was to the point where it was like, all right, I got a couple more months. I'm gonna enjoy the moment, and then I'm done. And then out of nowhere, it was like, yo, let me come on your podcast. Hey, can you interview this artist? Like motherfuckers hit me up, like I randomly get a fucking text message one day. Hey man, I got Big V from Nappy Roots. You want to interview this dude? You fucking right. Like where does this shit even come from? You know what I mean? Now
Right.
I had somebody say to me, "Oh man, why would you interview Big V?" And I'm in my mind, I'm like, "Nigga, you're not even slightly in the realm of where he is. So why wouldn't I interview him? But I would interview you. That doesn't
Right.
make sense." Then at the same time, a few people was like, "Yo, won't you try to get a license so you can play like mainstream music?" And I'm like, "For what? This is a platform for the people. This is not a platform for the people that's already there. Like I'm grinding. So why wouldn't I pay homage to the people that's grinding? You know what I mean?" So with that being said, when I see people like yourselves who you being innovative, you grinding, you doing shit that the average person is not doing, you trying to push podcasting to a whole new level, you kind of gotta respect that. So where do y'all get that from that y'all feel like y'all need to take podcasting and push it to the next level and not just be a podcaster? Because I mean, we know it's thousands, millions of podcasts at this point. I don't give a fuck what idea you got, what genre you could think of. There's 1,000 podcasts in that genre. All of you that think you the only one that got that type of podcast, no, you the fuck ain't. Trust me, it's
No.
1,000 other motherfucking yous out that motherfucker. Just know that. So where do y'all get the gumption to say, fuck that, I'm pushing this shit to another level, and every episode I'm gonna just go harder? Because it's easy to stay stagnant and just put out regular shit, but it's another thing to say I'm next level, regardless of how many people see it or don't see it. I'm next level, and I'm going to be next level no matter what. Where do y'all get that from?
I'm letting AMRON go first.
This is, I don't want to sound cocky when I say this, but I've never
That's why I want to go first. I didn't want to come off as cocky. Like, who this nigga think he is?
I've never seen myself as being I hate average. I don't know how to describe it. I've never seen myself as being average. Um I've always pushed myself to go just a little bit further. I've always had the gumption to just do what I want to do and do what things that makes me feel good. Continuously putting out dope content and going harder each week is really just wanting to be better and grow yourself. Um, I'm nowhere near where I want to go at all. Like this dream, I'm telling you, like Oprah, I'm coming for you, ho. Stedman, that'll be mine. Like that's the type of like, like that's where I'm about to go. I don't really want Stedman, but I mean, I want to have enough money to take Stedman. So, like, I'll take your man. But the whole point is just really, there's so much that I want to do. This is just a notch to get to where I'm going. Um, and pushing myself to be greater each week and learning from my mistakes and fucking up shit, fucking up a lot and not just accepting that. It's pretty much it.
For me, not just also not to sound cocky, but I grew up in Akron, Ohio. For those of you who don't know, ain't much there besides LeBron. So I was already against the wall anyway, starting a podcast. And when I started my podcast, people told me I couldn't do it. So that's where I get mine from. Mine is people telling me I can't do it. I'm always trying to, and I even made a post today. I'm always manufacturing adversity in my mind to push myself forward. I've always felt better with my back against the wall. I don't like being top dog. I thrive at being the underdog. I thrive at being told no, you can't do it, you're not gonna make it, this and that. I have and believe it or not, I went to broadcasting school, and me and Chris was in the school. He started his podcast. They showed him love and marketing, and I started mine. And people was like, "You starting a podcast? I don't know about that. Good luck. We'll see you." And maybe it wasn't as crazy as it sounded in my head, but in my head, it was like I read between the lines. There was like, your personality, you abrasive, you're an asshole, you overconfident, you cocky, and it's not gonna work. You can't do it. So I set out to prove them wrong. And then just being from Akron and not knowing a lot of podcasters who, doing some of the things I've done in 2 years, to me feels fucking amazing. So for me, it's about having fun, but it's also now I'm in a place to where I can help other people. So now if I fall, two things can happen. One, people will be right. Two, I would let a lot of people down who, are looking at me to, do some things. So it's twofold of being scared to fail, but also not being scared to fail. If that makes sense.
Makes sense. No, that make a lot of sense. I mean, I'm gonna be honest. When I first started, a lot of people was like, "Man, oh, you just an asshole. Ain't nobody gonna want to listen to that shit."
True.
But the crazy part is, when I tried to not be an asshole, people didn't want to hear it. They wanted to hear me be an asshole because sometimes being an asshole means that you say things that other people scared to say. Sometimes you say things that people want to hear.
I agree with that. For me, I have no filter, so that's my problem. It's not only that I'm an asshole who don't think before he speak. I just speak. So
see, I'm a little bit different. Like most of what I say is very calculated.
I'm a shoot first kind of guy.
No, don't get me wrong. Like I the bad part is literally I have conversations in my head with you, with AMRON, with fucking Big Smash. I have whole conversations in my head of how a conversation is going to play out before I even have a conversation with y'all. So I kind of know what motherfuckers going to say before they even say it. So I kind of know what I'm probably going to say. You know what I mean? So when I say, like, it's not that I'm not shooting from the hip, but I'm shooting from the hip at the same time because I know how to engage in a conversation and I know the type of people that I'm around. You know what I mean? I'm gonna be honest with you. I'd rather talk to a bunch of assholes than anything else. Because I know we're gonna be able to match wits, we're gonna be able to have a good conversation, and it's gonna be worth listening to. You may not think it's funny how many people tell me that I didn't realize how much shit I learned listening to your motherfucking podcast. I'm just laughing, and then later on, I'm sitting back and I'm like, oh shit, I see what he's saying now. When I get shit like that, that's when I know it's like, damn, you know what? How the fuck can I stop doing what the fuck I'm doing for motherfuckers who don't believe? You ain't gotta believe, my nigga.
Oh man, yo. So what's crazy is like today was a crazy day because like all this month, I don't know how, but people have been listening. So I hit like 300 downloads, 2,000. I made a post like, I'm not really the sentimental, inspirational quote guy, but something in my spirit, kind of told me like, 'cause there's a bunch of people like me who was told no, who was, looked at as like, less than, so for them people, I just want to say like, what I'm saying, don't stop. Like, I don't care who don't believe in you. You'd be surprised who believe in you. I mean, I've met so many dope people in this journey who don't even live in the state of Ohio, let alone, some people out of this country, who, I correspond and went on a daily. And now it's getting to the point where I have people who are looking forward to being on the show, who are lobbying to try to get on the show. And to me, that's a badge of honor. That means I've done something that I was told I couldn't, because the first season of my show, I couldn't buy a guest. I joke all the time, like, man, didn't nobody listen, didn't nobody want to come on, didn't nobody, didn't nobody believe. We actually had people that we do from the school come on just to try to have guests, so it just, so we could fill in. And then it gradually grew to the point to where now, like I said, I have people who are legit, trying to get on, or legit in the comments like, hey, why wasn't I invited? Or, when can I get on? So I tell people, just don't quit, man. Your breakthrough is there sooner or later. You might not make it how you want it, but you're going to make it, when you need to. Because I was been supposed to do shit like this like 10 years ago, but I knew I wasn't ready mentally. I was in a different space, young, wild, crazy. But I'm here now. So it's like I'm taking advantage of all the knowledge I've had, learned over the years.
As the fuck you should. So y'all did the march to the record books in anticipation and to build up to the 4C conference, which y'all got dropping in, which I'm not dropping, which y'all got happening in July. Where did that come from? I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I wanted to put something together. I didn't call it a conference. I more so was thinking to myself, like, I want to get a bunch of people that I know, and we could just all be in the same place at the same time. We could swap ideas, we could build off of each other, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But y'all decided to take this shit to another level by making it a conference or convention, whichever one you want to call it. It's all the same to me. You know, so how did this come about? What made y'all decide like this is something that needs to be done?
Like most of our ideas, opposite this time, DC called me basically saying that he had an idea of wanting to do a conference. I have been wanting to do one for a while to kind of push my brand, Opulence Radio, again. But I'm not gonna lie, I was scared because it's like that's a lot of money, and I don't know who gonna pay for this, DC. So, um, but I was in. I was all in. Um, Going back and forth, figuring out how we kind of really wanted to do this, where we wanted to see this grow to. And what the cool thing about this is, 4C, the Conference for Content Creators of Color. This year we're going to be in Cleveland, and What the Shit podcast with DC is going to host. But also, this is something that's going to grow. So each year, it's going to be somewhere else with another podcast basically hosting it. We want to come together, have people network, make dope content, and just get better and learn something. I just thought it was cool. Honestly, anytime we can get together and make anything great, I'm for it. And just with the support of DC, whatever. I mean, I'm not gonna say no.
That's the beauty of our
He supported
relationship.
me, so I'm always gonna support him.
Now, I actually was gonna say that actually is decent. You know that y'all both got each other back so much that it's like, listen, if this is what you say you want to do, all right, this is what we're doing. Not too many people can say that they got somebody in a corner that's like that. Most people got to have 65 million reasons why we should do it versus like this. What you want to do? All right, let's figure it out together. Not you go figure it out and then let me know. You know what I mean? So DC, what made you decide like this was something that you really wanted to do and you felt like needed to be done? Because I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. When it comes, there's conferences, conventions, and everything for everything, but you don't hear a lot of podcast conventions. And it's crazy. I did find one. The one that I found, it was one day, and it was $200 for the day, and it was like a 6-hour conference. And in my mind, I'm like, all right, what exactly am I paying $200 for one? You know what I mean? Like, because there was no description, there was no nothing. It was just, it's a conference here. It's $600 to get in. And I even reached out to a person. I'm like, yo, what all is going on? Oh, it's a conference. Okay, what's going on? Because to pay that price, I need more than just I'm in a building with a bunch of podcasters. Like, I need more than that.
So I've seen a lot of different like conventions, expos, whatever you want to call them, but I felt like they was geared more towards the lighter skin of the world. You know, and they were exorbitant prices. And then I just looked at the landscape of where I'm at. That's one of the things I think we should all do is look at where we're at and see how we can kind of make a difference. When I started podcasting, I didn't know other podcasters in my own area, let alone my own city or state. And then, you know, 6 months in, I found out my cousin and her husband had a podcast. A dude I went to school with had a podcast. Never knew. You know what I mean? So you have so many different podcasts that are out there, but we don't know each other or we don't work together because for whatever reason, you know, we had this mentality that I'm gonna stay in my lane and that's what I'm gonna do. And also I told you before, you know, somebody told me that podcasters shouldn't podcast with other podcasters. And to me, that still to this day doesn't make sense. If we all work together, why can't we make it? Because all the other, you know, fair skinned podcasters, they work together, you know, on multiple shows. You know, they got 5, 6, 7, 8 shows and they all different, but it's all the same crew that you see. So I just felt like it was something that everybody can benefit from. Now, at the time, I didn't plan on it being, you know, out of state people because at the time I was just thinking on a local level, like, you know, let's get cosplayers, all kind of content creators. It ain't just limited to podcasters. That's the beautiful thing about this. We're not just, you know, trying to get content creators as podcasters. We want to see YouTubers, gamers, Twitch, you know what I mean, cosplayers, musicians, small business vendors. We want, if you make some kind of content, show up. And then it's
Right.
only $20. We kind of wrestled with that because before I knew, and here's the funny part. So before Amron, got on board, I was like, I guess I got to pay for this out of pocket. I got to do something. So I'm like, tickets is $20. And she came to me, and as a smart business person, she, as she is, she's like, you set on the $20 because we got to make money. I was like, yeah, I wasn't thinking about money. I just really want this to pop. Like, so that's the beautiful thing. And that's why I say, like, having someone like Amron, who I give the utmost credit to for a reason, she knows more than I know. I'm smart in some areas, but I'm dumb in others. And when you have somebody who you can partner with and they can not only teach you the game, but saying help you grow at the same time, how can you not try to make that work? So that's the beautiful thing about the working relationship we have. Like it's what's that word? Sympathetic, you know what I mean? Symbiotic, something like that. Whatever. But it's to the point to where
Smart in some dumb places. It's
yeah,
dumb in
yeah,
others. I'm with you.
yeah, but it's to the point to where, like I said, we found a way to make it all work to where we didn't price people out, which to me was the most important thing because, like you said, you go to these conferences where it's like $200 to get in, and you there, and it's a billion people, so you just feel like another person in a crowd.
Mhm.
And my whole thing, like I said, I want people to be able to come and network and feel like they're a part of something bigger than themselves. Because the way we started virtually, you don't really get that. Well, now we've got that camaraderie, but at first it was so impersonal, so rigid. You meet somebody, you ask them to come on, you don't know nothing about them. You just like, hey, so what do you like to do? Tell me about your music, and then it's just like it feels so. So this whole thing just came about as a need for. I don't know because at the time I didn't know if the world was going to ever open up. So I was like, if it do, we got to do this. So just so happened, all the stars aligned and everything came into play, and found a way to make everything work, and it's going to be a great time. Again, I hope people take advantage of this opportunity. Not just people come, but the people here, because I want people to know that people like you are doing this. I'm from Akron, Ohio. I grew up with nothing. What I mean? I grew up just hustling and doing my thing and just talking shit just to, make it. So if I can do it, anybody can do it. And that's the point of this. Like, what I mean? You don't gotta have $1 million advertising budget. You don't have to have 15 different sponsorships that are paying you a shit ton of money. You just need people who believe in you and who want to work. You know what I'm saying? Who are down to put in the work and the time that it takes to grow. And that's all you need. Like, you don't need, because I didn't start with none of that. I started out with disbelief and $0 and a shitty camera and a fucked up background. So you
Trust and
grow,
believe. I started out with less than you, motherfucker. So I get it.
you know what I'm saying?
Real shit. Sound quality shitty.
Yeah.
Camera quality shitty. Topics whack as fuck.
But you learn. And that's the
Exactly.
whole thing. You like I said, I envy the bigger shows who have writers and who have, this full production. But at the same time, I'm like, you don't know what it is to grind. Like some of these people, they had to grind to get where they at, but some of them was, just handed a spot. So I just feel like, it's a shining light to be like, hey, Amron's a businesswoman. You could be one too. You just got to put in the work. You know what I mean? So I just want people to see it.
Let me ask y'all this, because both of y'all pretty much kind of said the same thing. What makes y'all feel like y'all need to open yourselves up to people? Because again, y'all doing great by your fucking self. Y'all ain't gotta be like, you know what, I'm gonna bring somebody in, or I'm gonna share the game with you, or I'm gonna share some spotlight with you. Y'all could be like, you know what, fuck all y'all, just like a lot of other motherfuckers. Like, I don't need y'all need me. You know what I mean? Even with the March to the Record books, like in my mind, I'm saying to myself, like, all right, this is a hell of a platform to get on. You know what I mean? You breaking a Guinness Book of World Records, and you're not doing it by
and
yourself.
It was free.
That's what I was about to get to. You're not doing it by yourself. You got a bunch of help. So all of you, both of y'all could have said to yourselves, you know what? If you want to slide, it's $20 a slide, it's $30 a slide, it's $50 a slide. And I'm sure a lot of people would have spent that $20, $30, $50 with no problem, because those of us that's grinding and doing what we gotta do, we know that everything in life ain't free. Most things in life ain't free. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna say everything. Most things in life aren't free. So if you really want to get there, especially like if you've done music, you know that you got to pay to do shows sometimes. I hear a lot of underground artists say, "Oh, I will never pay to do a show," and that's why you still local, because you'll never pay to do a show. Sure. I hear a lot of them say, "Oh, I won't do interviews," and that's why you still local, because you don't do interviews and let other people know you're around. Oh, I'm never doing any type of competitions, and that's why you still local, because you're not showing the fuck off. Like, I feel like a lot of times people would rather take the free shit and not grind and take the little bit versus actually grinding. But at the same time, if you don't invest in yourself, why the fuck should anybody else? And a lot of people don't quite understand that. But y'all not just investing in yourselves, y'all actually investing in other people, rather that's time, rather that's energy, rather that's a couple extra shillings. Like, y'all doing shit that a lot of people won't do. That's not doing. It's not even an option for them to say, you know what? I got this platform. Let me bring you on here and let you show off, let you advertise yourself. You know what I mean? Like, what makes y'all feel like y'all need to share this spotlight with other people?
I've always been about taking care of everybody. It doesn't make sense to eat by yourself. So
the meal don't taste as good.
It just don't. And I'm all about supporting others. I truly believe this. Even if I personally, like, if it's not my show that makes it to the what is it, the most noteworthy ones on Apple, whatever the fuck Apple calls it. Fuck, Rob, that was your show? Shit, I was on Raw's show, and look at him. I'd be just as jazzed up if it was my show. I've just never been I've never been a hater, Rob. I've never been a fucking hater. And I support people that support me. And definitely for the March of the Record Book, I wanted to give everyone an opportunity to do something amazing. And I didn't want anything to stop in anybody's way. Yeah, $20 ain't shit. I mean, it's less than, Netflix subscription, but everybody don't have $20 when you need them to have it. And if you're out here doing your best, making, content, and all you need is just 2, 3 more people to listen to figure out who the fuck you are. If I can help you get there, why not? I don't know. I'm not a gatekeeper. I'm not gonna close the door on anybody. And I'm all about support. Why the fuck not? It was really, to me, it's why not?
I feel you. I mean, I look at myself sometimes, and it's time. I ain't gonna lie. It's times I be tired of shit. I don't feel like it, and motherfuckers hit me up like, "Yo, you trying to be on the show?" And in my mind, I'm like, "Nigga, I do not feel like this shit." But at the same time, it's like, you know what? I'm honored that you actually asked me to be on your show type shit. I'm gonna be honest with you. I've been on certain people's shows where I don't even like their show. But you invited me on your show, so I feel like, who am I to be like, nah, fuck your show? You know what I mean? Because I may not be the greatest fucking podcaster, but who knows? I may come on your show and somehow that became your best show.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? And I don't know if I'm not saying that me being on your show makes your show that much greater, but who knows? Like, your show might pop that one episode just because I said some dumbass shit, or I said something funny enough that people was like, oh shit, like, you know what I mean? Like, so for me, I feel like that's a giving back moment. You know what I mean? Now, some of these people I probably would never have on my show because our vibes aren't that compatible that you coming on my show is helpful to me. Mm-hmm. And I also too I think I've built a big enough tribe that I'm gonna be honest with you. For the most part, I don't even want to invite but so many more people, because my tribe is so fucking big now that it's like, all right, I could rotate between these motherfuckers if I really need to. You know what I mean? Like, so it is what it is. But at the same time, I still feel like I need to give. That's the reason why I only play underground music, because I want to help other motherfuckers, regardless of how big or how small my platform is. I feel like I'm supposed to be helping people at all times. So where do you get that from, DC? Like, is that just something that you was born with, or just somewhere along the lines you was like, you know what, this is what we doing, hoodie gang and all, this is what we doing?
I mean, I guess from birth, my dad used to dub it the Superman complex, where I felt like I had to save everybody or help everybody, which is funny because Superman was my favorite superhero growing up.
Oh shit.
But no, it's just I'm not really like people don't notice, but I don't really. I'm a introvert. Like when I'm done with podcasts, I don't. I sometimes I get in crowds. I just gotta back off and recharge. You know what I mean? But when that camera turn on, I feel an obligation to entertain. If you're gonna watch, I gotta entertain. But as far as other people, I've never seeked the spotlight. And when you playing with house money and you're not supposed to be here, why not share what you have? Because I wasn't supposed to be here, so getting a following and I have a platform. Plus, my other thing is I've built a bit of a platform. Some people think I'm doing pretty damn well. It's up to opinion, but I've always been a person that if I see somebody doing something dope, I gotta share it. If you go through my timeline, I guarantee you 90% of it ain't my shit. It's not.
I'm the
My
same way.
stories.
I'm the same way.
My stories, my Facebook, my personal Facebook page, it's other people. I've always believed that sharing is caring. It don't take much to do that. Like I don't know why people think like sharing somebody's post is this big, gigantic thing, earth-shaking thing that it takes forever to do. You just see it, you hit share, and you post it. It takes 2-3 seconds, but that 2 or 3 seconds means the world to somebody else. And I've had a lot of people thank the shit out of me just for sharing that post. And to me, it's nothing, but to them, it means something. So it
I ain't gonna
always,
lie. I feel weird when people tell me thank you for sharing my
no,
shit. Like it feels weird to me.
I don't,
Because
I don't,
I'm not doing it because I'm trying to make you notice me. It's just I felt like this shit was dope and I needed to share it. Like
here's the other thing. I don't even tag some people when I share their stuff because I don't want them to think I'm doing it as this. If I share your shit now, you got to share mine. I don't care if you share my shit or not. I'm still gonna share your shit. That's just how I feel. If it's dope and I feel like the people need to see it, they got to see it. And if I can be part of they seeing what you got going on, I'm gonna do it. Because again, what am I losing by sharing somebody else's stuff? I'm not losing followers. I'm not losing dollars. I'm not losing none of that. I'm not losing a spot because I'm not afraid to lose a spot that I never was supposed to have. You know what I mean? My favorite quote is you can't miss what you never had.
facts.
I didn't grow up with, $1,000, you know what I'm saying, in my pocket when I had birth. I didn't grow up, you know what I'm saying, with a whole bunch of followers. I grew up grinding. So I see people grinding. That's why I'm gonna share it. Now, if I see people who got like 1,000 followers, sometimes I share their stuff, but sometimes I'm like, you already got it. It's the same with you in the music. You know what I mean, if you already got 1,000,000 followers, my little 2-3 followers ain't gonna help you. It's a drop in the bucket for you. But those people who, got 200 followers and they, looking for that push or some people just need a reason to keep going.
Right.
That's the other reason why I share people's stuff, because some people you never know. They made that post and they're like, this post don't pop. I'm done. I quit. I give up. I'm gonna go, find something else to do. And that makes some people's days. It's just for me, it's about making people's days, man. Like that little euphoria that you get when you see somebody share your stuff, it makes you feel better about your day.
Facts. Listen, I told y'all before, man, I was damn near out the door. And then I started fucking with all y'all motherfuckers. And it was just like, you know what? How the fuck can I be done when I got these motherfuckers? Like, y'all ain't even know me and y'all pushing me to fucking do better. So how the fuck can I stop at this point? Like, who the fuck am I? You know what I mean? Like,
you know how many
so
times I wrestled with quitting? And according to some people, I'm doing some stuff. And it was just like, to me, it didn't correlate in my mind. Like the quote unquote success I was having, it just didn't feel, it started to feel like a business to me. And it started out just, me having fun and proving wrong. But once it started being like a business, it took a minute for me to really take it seriously like I do now. Now I see it totally different. Like I'm still having fun, but I've learned so much in the process.
So when
So
I almost quit and I had motherfuckers in my inbox like, yo, when the fucking show coming back? Like, where the fuck is you at? What the fuck is you doing? I've been waiting weeks for an episode. Like, what the fuck is going on? In my mind, I'm like, hold up. And I think it was more so the people that was coming from where it was like, hold up, I didn't even know you watch my shit. Like, what the fuck? Like,
you'd be surprised, man. That's what I be
no,
trying to tell
no,
people.
no, you really do. And it's funny because it was one particular person.
There you go.
God damn. This shit was a whole struggle.
Just gonna let you work it out though.
Facts. It was one particular person. He was like, yo, he said the energy of your show literally gets me through my day every fucking week. He's like,
That
every
means
time I
something,
watch,
man.
he said, every time I watch his show, he was like, I could be having a shitty ass day, but I'm laughing so fucking hard. He was like, even the episodes where I'm not laughing constantly, I'm listening like, damn, like this some real ass shit that I'm hearing. I had somebody else that I never met this dude in my life, but he went out his way to let me know. He said, bro, I love your show because all you do is bring up topics that everybody's scared to talk about. He said the fact that you bringing this shit up and people scared to say it, people scared to talk about it, people scared to mention it, and you speaking on it. You're not just bringing it up, you're actually speaking on it. Like literally the whole episode is about that specific topic and different layers of that topic and different ways that the topic can be resolved. And the fact that you don't just take men's side, you don't just take women's side, like you point out the flaws on both sides. So you're not out here trying to be like, oh, men are superior, men are the shit. Fuck all the bitches on the planet. Like, nah, like if y'all niggas is out of pocket, I'm gonna say niggas is out of pocket. If women is out of pocket, I'm gonna say women is out of pocket. Sometimes people need to say certain shit. And a lot of people look for that. They want to hear the shit that they can't talk about, that they can't say, because they may be in a circle that they can't talk about it. Now you actually hearing it. You tuning in and you like, damn, that's what I've been thinking this whole time. Glad somebody actually said it out loud. You know what I mean? Like, and I think that's one thing that a lot of people forget when it comes to doing podcasts. Like me and Amron said earlier, everybody has a voice. Everybody has an opinion. So when you thinking to yourself that nobody wants to hear my opinion, it's somebody out there that's listening.
Man, yeah.
Somebody needs to hear what you saying. You know what I mean? Like, according to this black girl, this one black girl that's sitting out there that's like, you know what? That bitch was out of pocket, and I'm glad she said it. Or you know what? Yeah, she should have wore that motherfucking dress. You damn right, Amron. Talk your shit.
Thank you. Thank you.
You know what I mean? Like, it's people out there that need to hear that shit. Like, they need that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But we're gonna about to wrap this shit up. Before we wrap it up, what I need y'all to do, and I don't care which one of y'all do it, because I look at y'all as a team. I don't look at y'all as Amron and DC. I don't know what I'm about to name you motherfuckers yet, but y'all are a team, regardless of how y'all want to look at it. It is what it is. I know y'all see each other as partners, but I look at y'all the same way Dramo look at me and Flan. Y'all the same fucking person. It is what it is. You know what I mean?
That's a little different, but all right. All right.
Okay.
It is what the fuck it is.
But
Shout
hold on
out
real
to
quick before we do
Dramo. Shout
that.
out to little sis.
You said something about people listening. Dog, when my mom told me she listened to my shit, that made my whole world, bro.
Wow.
Because I know you know how my show go. So my mom can sit through my shit. Can't nobody tell me nothing.
Wow. Hey, I ain't
I've
gonna
even
lie.
had a preacher tell me, like, I can't listen to you all the time.
One of my family members to listen to my shit every now and then. I'd be happy about that.
Well, my little
I don't
brother
care
listened
which
to
one.
it. You know
Just
what I mean?
one of them.
It's a different feeling. I even had a preacher was like, I can't listen to you all the time because you cuss a lot, but y'all do be cutting up. I was like, yeah, we try, but yeah, man, like you said, that is a good feeling.
Facts. But before we get out of here, I need one of y'all or both of y'all, however y'all want to do it. I need y'all to break down what is 4C, what's happening, when is the event, how can people join the event, pay for a ticket, all that type of shit. I need y'all to run down the whole schematics because me personally, as I told both of y'all individually, and I will say it to both of y'all again as a unit, I believe this is going to be something bigger than what y'all assume that it's going to be. I got a lot of faith and belief in what y'all got going on, mainly because I watch how both of y'all work. Both of y'all got a hell of a work ethic. So not too many people with a good work ethic start something and don't see it through in its full totality. I don't see neither one of y'all putting this together and just letting it be just some rinky dink shit. Regardless if it costs a lot or don't cost a lot, I see y'all putting maximum effort into this situation, and I believe this is going to be bigger than y'all believe that it's going to be. And even if it's not, I'm going to help you motherfuckers make it bigger than it's going to be. So I need y'all to break it down to the people so motherfuckers could know what's going on.
Okay, so DC, would you like me to do it or you? Whatever you like.
I'll pick up where you leave off.
Oh, look at that. I love it.
All right, so definitely 4C, the conference for content creators of color, will be this summer, July 22nd in Cleveland. You can definitely hit up our socials, me at Opulence Radio 01, and you'll be able to find the link to go ahead and get your ticket. It's only $20. We're making it affordable, less than a Netflix subscription and a meal. This will be an event for everyone to come together, network, make amazing content, and have a good fucking time. How about that? Just a good fucking time. DC?
So you can get tickets off of my Instagram is _podcast, all one word. Basically, we're going to be networking, vendors there. We actually just opened up from 10 to 16 to 20 tables for vendors. If you want to be a vendor, it's $50. You get your table, you get the chairs, you sell whatever you want, and that money's yours.
Including adult products.
Yeah, including hey, CL. I see. I didn't want to tell her because I was like, I don't know, I got to talk to AMRON to see how that goes. But hey, I'll let CL know you can sell. Hey, everything's legal.
Hey, Hectic.
Don't bring drugs.
Hey, if you listening, Hectic, if you listening, CL, I might want to drop that 50.
Sex toys is legal.
You and Pussy Talks. Get it popping.
So, vendors, $50, but we gonna provide you a table, 2 chairs, and space to sell whatever you want, however you want, long as it's legal. Sex toys is included in the legalities. We are running a business here. So, also, we are doing a meet and greet networking. We're also having a block party outside. It's gonna be fun. DJ. We're also having a dope discussion panel. And on top of all that, part of the proceeds are going to a wonderful, and I can't say this enough, a wonderful program here in Madison, Ohio, that part of the reason, and that's the other thing I didn't speak on earlier. We both decided like every year we want to kind of give back to the youth who are doing something in content creation. That's the other part of this, is making sure that we as content creators are making sure the future of content creation is continued, especially for Black and brown kids who want to learn how to do this but don't have the means or don't have the the wherewithal to know where to go to get the information. Not everybody was I was blessed to go to a school, but not everybody will have that opportunity. So sometimes you got to learn from YouTube University, or sometimes you might be able to learn from dope adults who can teach you the game. So there's a program here called Be Beautiful, You Weirdo. And I always pronounce that wrong for some reason, because Be Beautiful and beautiful is kind of the same in my head, but anywho, dyslexia. Be Youthful Weirdo is a program here that takes young girls and they do trips to the libraries. They want to start a podcast. They want to do a lot of amazing things to not only teach young girls the game, but teach them confidence and, self-love, to know that they are part of the world and they can be beautiful, even if they're a weirdo. So part of the proceeds is going towards that program, but also it's just to have a good fucking time. Also, I just remember I'm raffling off 2 signed posters from Chuck D.
Okay.
So,
how much are the raffle tickets?
Huh?
How much are the raffle tickets?
$1. $1 to get in.
Okay.
And you can buy as many as you want. $1 a ticket. So you might want to buy many, because I'm pretty sure. And they're signed. They have the certificate of authenticity. So they're not fake posters. I signed myself. I don't know, Raw, if you remember, I had that giveaway for the PBS where Chuck D was doing that.
Yeah, I remember.
I got 2 of those left over. So I'm going to be raffling those off for the kids. So if nothing else, man, like I said, it's going to be a great time. It's going to be a lot going on. It's 11 to 5 here in Cleveland. Like AMRON said, we already got plans on next year going somewhere else and doing something else. But you know what I'm saying? It's It's an opportunity, man. That's the biggest thing that I can tell you. I already had my cousin hit me up and she was like, I want to start a podcast. What should I do? So I kind of told her and I was like, hey, also, we got this event going on. Here's the link. Get your tickets and you can come show up and meet a lot of other people who you can get more than just one opinion. That's the thing. You can meet so many different people here. So you're not just getting one source. So links in both our bios. If you need the link directly, hit us up. I'll send it to you. If you're
Yes,
too lazy to go look in my bio, I mean, because it's right there, but whatever. Also, if you watch our podcast, if you get the digital version, it's in the show notes of every show. So listen to the show, click on it, it'll take you straight to the website. Boom, buy your tickets. It's only $20, man. Like you pay for Jordans every day. And it's the same Jordan for like 40 years, just different colors. So if you can afford Jordans, you can afford a ticket to network with a bunch of dope people, get a bunch of resources, and just have, if anything else, you're going to have a good time. Like I said, we already have a DJ. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be fun. How can you not want to have fun in the summertime?
If you are a content creator of any type, rather that's fucking podcast, rapper, Twitch, porn star, OnlyFans, because y'all content creators.
We not discriminating against them neither.
Yeah,
if you make content, whether it's by video, audio, or you taking pictures, show up. We want you there. Like this.
Who knows? You never know who's gonna be in the room until you walk into the room. I tell people this all the time. A lot of people got this misconception that, oh, I don't belong in that room. Every room you want to be in is the room you belong in.
Fuck that. Even if you don't think you belong in that room, walk in that motherfucker like you own it anyway. That's what I do. Shit.
Exactly. Just figure you can figure it out once you get in there. You'll figure it out once you get in there. You'll know if this room is for you or not, but you won't know if you don't walk into that joint. So
I can guarantee you this room is gonna be for you because it's gonna be.
I was about to say,
but,
make
sure
y'all go ahead, get them tickets and show up. It's gonna be a lot of dope people there. Yeah, it's this is gonna be worth the situation. And again, I can already see that each year this shit is gonna grow and this shit is gonna turn into something massive. So don't be late to the party. Don't be that dude that show up to the barbecue mad as shit because all the hot dogs is gone.
Because I'm taking all the burnt ones first, bro.
Facts. Oh, just so you know, if I show up to your barbecue and the hot dogs don't have at least one burn mark on it, I'm not eating them shits. You can keep them to yourself.
I'm leaving.
Yeah. Because I feel like you're trying to fuck me over. You're trying to play me at this point. You know what I'm saying? I need to see sear marks on your chicken. You know what I'm saying? I need to see some type of grill marks on the burger. Don't be trying to give me them light-skinned ass burgers. We're not doing that either. You know what I'm saying? You keep that shit to yourself. I'm just saying. But we got motherfucking DC. We got AMRON in the building. Two dope, amazing motherfuckers that's doing some shit. And I know DC don't like when motherfuckers give him flowers. He be all right. He gonna get over himself tonight. It is what the fuck it is. He'll get over it. You know what I mean? He probably wasn't expecting to show up tonight to have this conversation, and that's the main reason.
I thought it was a rap battle thing. I'm like, what the is a rap battle thing tonight? He didn't say what it was for.
I purposely did not tell him what we was talking about because I already knew he was gonna be like, I don't know, maybe I'm gonna pretend like
I'm funny like that, man, because I don't feel like I always don't feel like I've done enough to, you know what I'm saying, get the quote unquote flowers. Like I always feel like there's more work to do. So until I feel like I'm at a point where I've done the work.
Something somebody told me a long time ago. No matter how far you go, it's still more work to do.
Yeah.
So a lot of times people don't realize you've done amazing shit and people do notice it. You know what I mean? You may not think the amount of streams you got is worth it, but you got somebody else who they can't get more than 5 streams a week. So seeing you get 300 in a month, to that person, you the king of podcasts. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you gotta think about that. A lot of us, like even myself, I'm gonna be honest with you, I've doubted myself numerous times, and I'm like, man, my numbers ain't where they should be. But at the same time, I got other people saying, damn, like I'm trying to get those type of streams every week.
It's hard.
You know what I mean? It's not easy at all. Like, and I tell people all the time, the main thing that got me to where I'm at right now is my consistency. I stayed consistent. If I tell you I'm putting out an episode every week, I'm putting out an episode every week. Everybody not gonna always watch your episode the day that it drops. Sometimes you might drop on Thursday, they might not get to watch it till Sunday. But now when they come looking on Sunday, because they finally got a chance to sit down and view your shit and there's nothing there, it's like, damn, where the fuck they at?
Yeah.
Consistency is key when it comes to this shit. Just like your music, just like your cooking, just like your fucking painting. You know what I mean? Like, I don't care what you do, you got to be consistent with it. You got to grind with it. Stop expecting that it's just gonna fall in your lap. You got people like these two right here who showing you like they put in a lot of work to get to where they at. So if you want to get to where they at, you got to put the work in.
Real quick, there was nice. AMRON was at work. In between her lunch break, we was having meetings, dog. Like that's she was like, I got 30 minutes. I'm on lunch break. Let's talk real quick. And we would have these quick, you know what I'm saying? Hey, we was straight to the point. What we need to do. All right, go get back to work. Let's go.
Nothing wrong with that.
But that again, like you got to like Ross, you got to stay consistent. Even when you're tired, always. I think it comes for me. My work ethic is I played sports. I coached football. You know, I've always been in the sports. There's always somebody out working you. No matter how hard you think you're working.
Facts.
If you up at 3 a.m., there's probably somebody up at 2. So I've never wanted to be the somebody who's getting outworked. I always wanted to be the hardest worker in the room. Might not be the smartest, but you're not gonna outwork me.
Facts.
I'm gonna get my second win and I'm gonna come back. So I think that's what it is. We just have like I won't quit work ethic, and we've surrounded ourselves with people who have the same mentality. And that's how you build a good team. If you get people who want to half-ass it, it ain't gonna work. You can't half-ass it with us.
It's funny you say that, right? I just started watching My Hero Academia, and a lot of people kept telling me that the show was so fucking dope. And I never got a chance to sit down and watch it. One day I'm sitting there, I'm like, let me just check it out. And I think I fuck with the show because I can't place the main character's name right now. But I looked at this guy and he had no power.
Nothing.
But
he had nothing.
He had zero power, but his goal was and is to be the greatest superhero ever. And he's actually in a school where everybody's got some form of power but him. And his goal is to outwork every single one of them. And the whole time he's doubting himself. He's like, maybe I'm getting lucky this whole time. And it took for somebody to tell him it's not that you're getting lucky. What you're doing is you're being smart about everything you do. You're thinking about it. A lot of people aren't thinking. They just acting off the impulse of, this is my power. I can do this. What you're saying is you looking around at everybody else's power, you strategizing, you focusing, you making a plan and you executing it. And this is how you're getting as far as you are. And I looked at myself and I'm like, damn, it's a lot of people around me that have had more, do have more, and grind harder, but I'm outshining a lot of them because I just keep working. I won't stop working. I may not have the money you got to invest. I may not have the means to promotion that you have. I may not have the connections that you have, but I work so hard that it seems like I got everything that you got, even though I don't. So I fuck with that show heavy, just so y'all know. And yes, I am a fucking blurred. I may not be as heavy into it as most motherfuckers, but I am a blurred. I am an anime type dude. I'm a gamer dude. Like, I can sit and talk about comics, all that type of shit. Like, I may not talk about it all the time because most people don't know shit. So I feel like ain't no point in having conversations that you don't know. So let's talk about what you know. You know what I mean? Money, cars, bitches, movies, rap, shit like that. Like, so I can have a conversation with everybody. I keep telling you motherfuckers that y'all just don't believe it. You know what I mean? So before we get out of here, I want y'all to let everybody know, where can they find y'all? Because I think people need to actually be checking y'all out. People need to be paying attention to y'all, regardless if y'all feel like it or not.
Oh, I'll go first. I mean, pretty much everywhere, you know. If you want to find the show, it's on every streaming platform: Pandora, iTunes, iHeart, Spotify. We go live every Wednesday. Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch. I mean, that's it. I mean, Instagram is what the shit. All one word _podcast. Uh, so I mean, you pretty much find me, DC or Darius, and I'm here. You need help? Call me.
Roger the fuck that. Great and powerful Amron.
Well, I mean, don't call me, send me an email. You guys can definitely find me at Opulence Radio 01 on Instagram. Definitely hit up opulenceradio.com. Hit up the app on
Are we back?
We are back. We are back.
Okay.
Actually, let me talk dates. We will be back on April 9th, for real. Raw coming. Savage coming. We'll be featuring some new shows exclusively just on Opulence Radio. Super excited for that, and get Gang to join. Opulence Radio.
Welcome to the family.
I know, right?
Much appreciated.
I
was actually about to close with that, but keep going.
My bad. We ruined your surprise.
My bad.
It's all good.
I can't wait to count some chains. So, where are we going with this? Where can you find me? Opulence Radio 1 Instagram. Oh, my podcast, According to This Black Girl. You can catch us on Sundays. We're taking a little break. My co-host just had some surgery. We'll be back up in 3 weeks. And that's it.
Roger, you was about to say something, DC?
Yeah. So the first time I was on Opulence Radio and I seen like my little thing and I was like, Man Cave Mondays, I got so fucking excited. Like I couldn't wait for her to send me the paperwork to sign. And I promoted the shit out of it. And I still do, like, as you know, I always talk about Opulence. But
always.
To me, it wasn't like, 'cause I met Gary through that. Like, it ain't just like, I'm saying, some just rinky dink, like, oh yeah, you're on here, but you don't know anybody and you don't know who owns it. It's a shell company. As you can see, Amron is very involved. And I can never say this enough, that being on Opulence Radio might have been the single greatest come up, it's that kind of helped me grow. From there it kind of took off. I had like one other little thing I was a part of, which is kind of defunct now. I don't even shout them out no more because I don't even know what happened to them. But anywho, I say that to say this: if you are on Opulence Radio, feel honored, because she don't just choose anybody anyway, neither. Like, she exclusive on who comes on. Like Chris, I don't want to say this. I'm gonna say it. He might not see this, but Amron wasn't about to put Chris on until she knew I was associated with Blurred's Eye View. It's like, this Chris Fury dude, Blurred's Eye View. He keep asking to get on. I'm like, oh yeah, he cool. And that's back when I was really on the show, like, heavy, before I, took my leave of absence, well, permanently. But anywho, so she don't.
I fucks with him hard now.
Yeah. I mean, but that just goes to show that she don't just, anybody can't just hit her up and like, hey, I want to be a part of what you're doing. She does her research and she makes sure, okay, DC, let me ask DC what's going on, or Raw, let me ask Raw if they strictly on the up and up. She's not just about to just throw anybody out here.
Roger that. Well, I will say this. Thank you for making me part of the family. For all of y'all that's listening right now, I'm going to go ahead and shout it out. I will be doing the All on the Table happy hour Tuesday nights at, 9 o'clock?
9 o'clock.
Tuesday nights, 9 o'clock. I will be doing the All on the Table happy hour. So make sure y'all check out Opulence Radio so you can check me out on there. It's not going to be too much different from the podcast, but it's going to be a little bit different. So you might not want to miss out on it. Shit gonna be crazy. I'm gonna do something a little different. I'm gonna fuck with y'all a little bit more. As always, you already know I'm definitely playing the underground music, so don't expect me to change that shit. Nah, it's always the love for the underground for me. That's just where it's at. So make sure y'all tune the fuck in. Opulence Radio, download the app, and you can find it on all streaming platforms as well. So make sure y'all tapping the fuck in, man. Major moves is being made. I told you motherfuckers that this year I wasn't playing no more. I specifically said this to a lot of people, and a lot of people was like, whatever, nigga. Like, you joke around too much. I joke around when I joke around. When I'm serious, I'm fucking serious. And I told y'all this year is going up. You only gonna get as far as the connections that you make. And a lot of you motherfuckers are so scared to make connections because you think you're gonna be overshadowed. But here's the thing. When you walk into a room, I don't care what room it is, you shouldn't have to say nothing to command respect. That's something that a lot of you people don't understand. Y'all feel like y'all got to walk in the room and be loud for people to respect you. If you could command respect without saying a fucking word, that's respect. And on that note, fuck out of here.
Also, if you tired of your radio owner coming on your show, dancing all over the place, shining suits and all that shit, bring your ass over to Apple's Radio. You might have to go through some rigorous things to get on, but join the team.
First of
you
all,
like it better over here.
First of all, you just diddy my homie Amron like that. Come on, cuz.
No, she Suge Knight.
Yeah, D-Boy. You funny as shit. Like,
come on over here. Don't let the soft voice fool you. She a killer, nigga. If your radio, if your podcast ain't up to snuff, she gonna let you know. Nah, nigga, we don't want you.
Amron definitely had a lot of people fooled for a long time. We hip to your tricks now, Amron. You can't hide no more.
I tried to tell people she was gangster. Y'all didn't believe me when I said she don't play no games.
You definitely not hide behind that voice no more. We know what's going on there.
I have no idea what you guys were referring to, but we come over. But yeah, I'm all about amazing content. So I'm always taking in new submissions. If you would like to submit your podcast, also go to opulenceradio.com, and in the corner there's an option that says join us.
Make sure your shit tight and on point, because we ain't having no slackers out here.
Facts, but I'm all interested on new podcasts and listening to new content. So present anything at any time.
Also, too, if you're listening and your folks do music, you do music, your baby mom do music, your baby dad do music, hit me up. 2020 all on the table at gmail.com. I'm letting you know now. If you send me some bullshit, I'll tell you about yourself. I'm just letting y'all know now. Don't send me no garbaggio. Don't sound me nothing where it sound like you rapping in your basement and the microphone is on the other side of the basement and you yelling at the mic. I'm not playing that shit. I'm telling y'all now.
Whew.
Have some form of lyrics, because everybody don't want to hear your popcorn shit. And if you doing popcorn shit, make it good. That's all I'm going to say. Make it good. But we out this bitch. All on the table. Y'all already know where we at. Check me out on motherfucking Twitter, Instagram. Shoot me a like, shoot me a comment. Let me know if you hate my shit, if you love my shit. I don't give a fuck. It's all the same to me. Hate and love actually feels exactly the same to me. I just want you to
it's like I've done so much for everybody in the city here, and they still end up ungrateful, like to bite the hand to feed you. But how long can you love something that doesn't love you back?
I'm caught in between everything that I am. I can't look away, only you understand. I tried to deny that we'll crash in the end. We'll crash in the end, crash in the end. You beg me to go and beg me to stay, 'cause nobody else gets you feeling this way. Distracting yourself from the things that you hate, the things that you hate, things that you hate.
Things that I hate, things that I hate, things that are great, things that are great. Seems that it ain't, dreams that attain. Confusion is constantly losing. I listen to music, but it is not soothing. It gives me contusions, refusing to choose that I am responsible for all of the booing. Hey, I feel like a stalker, I can't hack it. Somebody please get me off of this great racket. I feel involved at a loss with a straight ratchet. I see the fall and it calls for a straight jacket. It seems like in my city when I blew up, I became a screw up, and these snakes chew you up, and they might throw you under the bus, and they run and discuss everything that you wasn't. Hey, they tarnish your name to finish you. I harness the pain, they envy you. The carnage and flames I'm sending you. Regardless, my name is beautiful. I go through through the tunnel, my mission to funnel the love. I run you and spun you in the right direction to come through. You come to a level of stardom, but end up disgruntled. Hey, but the life of me, I cannot figure why they are despising me. Is it my figures and why do they lie on me? Is it I'm bigger inside of their mind, so they run with the lies? It's making me vulnerable. I sit at home all alone and I'm zoning the music that got me furious, wanting to show that you do not deserve anything that I've done for you.
Caught between everything that I am. I can't look away, only you understand. I tried to deny that we'll crash in the end. We'll crash in the end, crash in the end. You begged me to go and begged me to stay, 'cause nobody else gets you feeling this way. Distracting yourself from the things that you hate, the things that you hate, things that you hate.
They slander my name and drag it through mud when I did nothing to them but show them love. Nobody here even knew who you was. Let's get this thing clear, I created your buzz. Allowed you to hop on my brand. I sold out theaters for you and your fam, and I put you on cam. Gave a hand while you stand in the trans. Posted them pictures all up on the gram. I see how the fake do, they hate you. These people ungrateful, they make you distasteful. They talking with hateful intentions, all up in they mentions. So I cut the grass, I see how the snakes move. Kept my mouth quiet through all of your fables. I don't respond 'cause you not at my table. Whoever side with you and willing and able can't kiss my ass from here to the navel. You think I waste energy thinking of you? You can't stop what I'm seeking to do. You can't knock what I'm speaking into. Watch you flop from that evil in you. You sweating and nervous, I'm feeling the hate. When they fishing, dog, you just give them bait. On they mission, not reeling the snake. Learn how to separate real from the fake. These phonies will post you in groups, twist and lying off to the truth. Giggling, laughing is something to do while you and your family feeling the blues. You people will never get close enough to me. Salute to the real ones, authentic, they knew me. They always got my back and make it their duty to silence the haters who waiting to boo me.
Caught between everything that I am. I can't look away, only you understand. I tried to deny that we'll crash in the end. We'll crash in the end, crash in the end. You begged me to go and begged me to stay, 'cause nobody else gets you feeling this way. Distracting yourself from the things that you hate, the things that you hate, things that you hate.